What up? It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're now live inside episode 109 of the Kickin' Shit Podcast. I am here. I am present. I'm present with a few good niggas I love to fuck with. To my right, it's that boy, it's that man, it's that dude, the talented, the funny, James Jellyfish. What's happening?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Much love.
To my left, it's my boy, it's my partner, it's my dog, it's Mr. Jukebox Johnny, a.k.a. Crown Daddy, a.k.a. El Himador Poppy. Y'all know what it is, the Avion Don. What up,
Daddy,
man?
are you on the radio?
I'm here.
The Avion. I had to get a new alias, like.
I had to make this. I got to give you some, man. I really got to sit in here and cook them up.
For this man.
I had to sit in here and cook them up. Before we get into everything, man, I want to shout out to everybody who tuned in to episode 108 on the YouTube and that's subscribing to the page. Thank you very much. Remember, KSP TV, you can go there, you can subscribe, and you can stay up to date with everything we got going on the YouTube channel. As far as the podcast, the audio, all our audio listeners, thank you for tuning in last week to episode 108. Appreciate you. If your first time listening to this podcast, you can find this podcast on various platforms for Podchaser. Are we on Podchaser?
Podchaser, yep.
We got Podchaser, we got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and I think that's it. That's everywhere we are. We are streaming air every Monday. Nigga, we don't miss a motherfucking Monday. Y'all know what it is.
These niggas didn't even miss Mother's Day. What about that? My mama still ain't letting me live that shit down. You ain't come over here for Mother's Day. I'm like, damn.
Hey, my bad, man. Just next time, let me know, man. It's fucked up when the dude that do the podcast don't celebrate no holidays. Y'all gotta remind me. Like Johnny and Nicky always got my hey nigga, it's Christmas. We actually do this. We gonna be gone, nigga. What you gonna do? Being potting by myself, like, oh yeah, that is right. Y'all got Christmas shit. My bad. But yeah, shout out to all the listeners, man. First time, last time, listening to all y'all niggas, man. Shout out. Thank you, man. How y'all niggas doing, man? What's up? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Everything seems to be going pretty black this week. How we like things around here on KSP.
I want to know more about your set from yesterday.
Oh yeah, man. I had 2 glasses of Hennessy and a Corona.
This nigga don't drink.
And they gave me a mic, and I just started going in. I tore it up. I had a good time, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. I had a great time, man. My friend Dave, shout out my friend Dave. He threw a party together for his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, so they was out there chilling and stuff. It was great. Great time, man. Got to see a lot of old faces. So, yeah.
That's
great
what's up,
stuff,
man. That's what's up. Jukebox, man. How your week going, man? How's everything?
You know, it was a crazy week, but last night I watched the fights. I had the UFC fights. I ordered it. The shit was pretty good, man.
Was it weird?
It's always weird because ain't nobody there now.
You hear that fucking thing go.
Yeah, you can just hear people get punched in the face.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you hear that shit.
Because I'm always watching it with the sound off.
I mean, it's kind of like if you, let's just say you take a glove, like it's a boxing glove, and slap somebody across the skin.
Damn.
That's what it sounds like.
I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, it was on last night. We was in
Yeah,
here watching
man.
that shit last night.
Yeah.
Damn.
So shout out to Amanda Nunes. She
won?
She retained her belt. She's the best female fighter ever right now.
I don't know why I love her.
I like her too, man. She humble. I mean, of course, she like vagina, so good for her.
And I'm mad about that.
Nunes, why does that name sound?
But she done beat all the best people in the organization. I think she the best boxing and mixed martial arts. I think she the best female combat athlete ever. But she did a really good job, man. She's just real humble. Like, she let the girl hold her belt last night after she beat her. She
what?
She's like, you can hold
See
it.
what this feel like.
Yeah, she's like, you can hold it.
Give it back.
The little girl started crying when she held it. She's like, oh, man.
What the fuck?
All right, you can get it back.
I don't know
Get all
if
them
that's
tears on my shit.
She's like, yeah, you can hold it.
That's crazy.
That's like the Mavericks letting LeBron hold the trophy since he hadn't got one yet. Like, here, nigga, you want to see what it feel like? Like, man, I beat your ass, Dirk.
I try to run.
I don't know. We had to let people decide. I think it was a humble move.
Chris Bosh would have fucking told that nigga, give it back, man.
Chris Bosh was crying like a motherfucker. I forgot about that. Chris Bosh was about to blow a damn brain muscle. He was crying so hard.
He fell to both knees.
And
And then 2 niggas from the staff was like, yo, bro, get up.
like, bro.
Like, niggas trying to walk. Niggas trying to go home for the day.
Yeah, like you ain't never lost before.
Like, nigga,
Oh, he was
you ain't never been
out.
this close to Toronto. You be all right, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good
That's
times,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
I remember
But-
back in that time period. That's when I was working at Champs and shit, and I was messing around with this girl. And every time I think about that series, I think about her. So shout out to you if you're listening. You know who you are.
Who is she?
James, you were saying.
You have to blur the name out if I say it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I know. Don't say the name.
Oh, you gotta blur names out. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to work that hard this week.
So yeah, I ain't gonna say it, but she know who she is, man.
So a series reminds you of a female.
Yeah, cause we used to go watch the game, and then we'd go back and just do what we had to do.
Okay.
Did you have to do it, or is this something you chose to do?
I chose to do it. I chose to do it. I mean, not say I had to.
He said,
he chose.
I had
But I
to do.
chose to do it, and she was you know what I'm saying? She was a special
Imagine
person in my
being
life.
Imagine being called to arms to beat pussy. Like, I gotta hit that pussy, man. That's what they called me to do.
Hey, that's what you here for,
that was fun times, man.
That's what you here for.
But she used to game me up and shit, and I used to like that feeling. She was like, "Oh, you a fine ass nigga and shit." Like
Oh,
while we
she
chilling,
put your head
and
up. I
shit.
love that.
Asking you. Yeah,
I
that'll
love
make
that.
you. That'll make you
I'm
pound
like,
that.
oh, yeah, I'm about to
Hey,
go.
girl, give your
I
man
love
a
when a
compliment
girl.
every once
I
in a
Say
while.
love
that
when a
shit.
girl game me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, sometimes I get gamed and I don't realize it till the next day. Like this one girl would game me once before, and she was telling me, she's like, I bite my nails. She's like, you got perfect fingernails and shit like that. I'm like, for real? I was like, I do.
Yo, shout out to her.
I was like, I do.
Give your man a compliment. It's doing wonders for you.
Yeah. It's
Nah,
kinda-
for real.
We
Like,
breaking
build them
backs
up.
off that.
it really is cool to hear that from a girl, but not like no stereotypical shit. Like,
Yeah.
like when she compliment the nails, I'm like, I do.
You looking at
Like,
my
surprise
hands?
me with something. Yeah, don't tell me I got good hair.
All right. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
'cause of course
Don't
I
tell
know
me.
that.
Yeah, don't
I
tell
know
me you
that,
like my
like-
dimples. I know.
I get that.
Yeah, tell me something different.
I didn't even know you had dimples.
I
See,
got
that might
one
be a
in-
good one. We want to start.
I'll keep with the dimples?
because I didn't know that.
Man, damn your dimples.
Alrighty, sir.
What we
man.
got
Let
going
me just
on?
go down memory lane, sir.
All right, all right, man. We're gonna get into this real quick. You were about to say something though.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Fucking maker mark got me sweating over here.
Yeah.
That's what
And
it
plus,
is.
I ran earlier, so my blood's still up.
Is that really what that is?
Yeah, they say it take you a while to come down from a hard workout.
Okay.
Is that true?
Listen.
Probably not.
I'm
Probably
not
You
the
rehydrating with fucking liquor.
I drank a
Sweat
liter
like a
of
wino.
water, but it ain't who we sponsored by, so I ain't gonna show it on camera.
Oh, okay.
Ass City.
Oh, we sponsored by some water?
Hell no.
Oh,
I
nigga.
ain't seen a damn check.
I was about to be like,
I ain't got not one free bottle.
Nigga, you would have seen them bottles in here. We would have the shirts on right now.
Uh-huh.
That one was to wear what, nigga?
I would have said that shit every 5 minutes. Like, yeah, you know what I'm
Yes, I
saying?
had to go
Just
get a
drinking
sip of-
my.
Eternal Light water, whatever
Yeah.
the shit is.
Well, y'all shouting out Maker's Mark, so you might,
Maker's
Right.
Mark. Well, we would have to have the bottle somewhere displayed.
Oh, okay. So you're not shouting it out.
Nah,
Take a sip of the fresh scotch.
Yeah.
the week has been politics mostly, man. So that's exactly where we going, y'all. Y'all know how this show go, and if it's your first time listening, then you're about to discover how the show goes. Let's get into it.
Politics. Bunch of bullshit.
All right, Johnny, man, it's been a crazy week.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
been, man.
Protest after protest.
Yeah, the protests are still going on, and the crazy thing is, protests in every state.
Oh yeah,
That's ridiculous.
every state,
Every-
and
Hallelujah.
and across the world.
And across the
yeah,
world.
you know.
Thank you, Jesus.
Sing that shit, James.
Sorry, I had a little
Yeah, it
revelation.
don't seem like they letting up either. It just seems like every day is still a protest. It might be a little bit more peaceful now.
Hold on. Before we go too deep into this, because you just triggered something I wanted to bring up.
What?
I watched that fucking battle he was picking on with Kurt Franklin.
And Fred Hammond.
He killed that shit.
Who, Kurt Franklin?
Yes,
Oh, he did?
he killed that shit. Nigga, I cried at one point. They had Marvin Sapp come through that motherfucker and sing "Never Woulda Made It." Oh man, nigga,
Bro
I was
said I
in
cried.
my feelings. Yo, we was talking shit, but that battle was good. All right, man, my bad. Go ahead.
God, man. You
Go
know
ahead.
what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with expressing your love for the Lord. At
Jesus.
any time.
Amen.
At
Amen.
any time. But yeah, it's interesting, man, because it was in every state had some form of protest, and then people are still protesting as we speak.
Yes.
Every day, it's been a protest here in Charlotte. Some area of Charlotte has had some form of protest going on. You got companies donating speaking out against injustice. I don't know where they've been the rest of these years, but they somehow are donating, putting money where their mouth is.
White people like to get ahead of being called racist.
Hey, I was door dashing in Matthews the other day. I seen 2 white people protesting. That shit, that shit blew my mind.
Just them 2?
It was just 2 white people. Just 2.
Same story in this neighborhood. I drove to the corner and it was a family and they had a sign and they were just standing at the corner holding up a Black Lives Matter sign.
That's what's up.
Hey, that shit is happening, man.
That's how you know somebody ain't doing it for the photo op.
Yeah.
When they out there on the corner by themselves.
Yeah. I got my thoughts on that, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I rolled down my window and I thanked them. I was just like, "Thank y'all."
Yeah,
I appreciate it. It was like,
they out here. Yeah, we got a few allies out here.
Yeah,
I will say the week has been crazy. We had all the protests that started probably the week. So last week we came here, recorded. We had riots and protests and all kinds of shit going on. As the week went on, it didn't stop. It just kept going as we seen the whole world joined in. But not only that, we had celebrities out here in the field. We had J. Cole out here in the field. Like I spotted him.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
They was out there.
Nick Cannon, lame ass.
Nick
Cannon ran that. Hey, it was so lame how he ran out there. He had on a little Kaepernick jersey, and it looked like somebody was just taking him coming across the street. He was like, "Hey guys." It was like Nick Cannon.
Leave Nick Cannon alone,
It's on the front line.
The protests are very inspiring, but at the same time, I have a lot of conflict with Emmy about the protest. For one thing, something before I get into the protest, one thing that was brought to my attention from a female that I know is that it's funny how, and I'm not saying this to cause division, I'm saying this to make things aware. When black men die, we do kind of unite and we come together. Mm-hmm. We need to have that same energy when black women get killed at the hand of police, or when black women are done wrong and they have injustice. So that's one thing that was brought to my attention, because I do realize, like, we've had Breonna Taylor and we've had Sandra Bland, and it didn't get as much light and it couldn't get as much push, and then nobody marched and the NBA didn't wear hoodies. You feel what I'm saying? So it's often glossed over in our community, the women that we love to sexualize, but we don't love to support. And so that's something I was looking at, and it dawned on me and it set on my heart. I was like, yo, this shit has got to change. Because if we ever really gonna change, we got to not only love one another, but we got to respect the women that are birthing our children, and so forth. And it really kind of set with me. So this week I seen a lot of say her name posts, just remembering the other females that had also lost their lives to police brutality. Because you can't when it comes down to these marches and these protests, these women organize a lot of this shit. Mm-hmm. They get out and they get active. Mm-hmm. I think it's a woman who started Black Lives Matter. Am I right?
I'm not too sure. We have to fact check that one.
I think it was a woman that started that. It was a woman who started the Me Too.
The
A
Me
black
Too
woman
movement.
started
No,
Me Too movement. So I'm just. They will get out there, they will get organized, and they will get things popping for us. So we got to show them that same respect. Like they out there fighting for us. So when it's time to fight for them, we got to show that equal amount of respect. That's something I did want to come on here and address real quick.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but when I'm protesting for black people.
Oh no, I'm not saying it to cause division. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying let's not gloss over the women.
And what's so crazy, it seems like it's a lot of factions that are black that are trying to divide themselves, but be heard in a protesting way. Like I know for a fact the gay community, they were saying gay black men or whatever, they not liked by black men or the cops.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, protest against that. My thing is essentially you are a black man. You know what I'm saying? You fall under the umbrella of black people. So
yeah,
I just feel like when we do that, I feel like we lose sight of what we're really fighting for here.
It's kind of like saying all lives matter slightly. It's kind of like saying all lives matter when you say trans lives matter, but like we talk about all black folks at this point.
But are you? That's the thing, and that's why I'm raising awareness. If we change the narrative here, and I'm not here to argue this, but because we've already proven it. If we change the narrative here, and this is somebody else, and it's not a black man who died, are we still getting the same result?
I'm going to be just as pissed. I'm going to be even more pissed because it's a woman.
Of course.
I'm going to be like, why? Why you have to do her like that?
But I think this George Floyd thing is, I always sit back and I'm trying to figure out why was this one so specific. I think it's because we saw it for 9 minutes a guy with a knee on somebody's neck. I think that's what the significance of it is, and I think that's why everybody is jumped on board. Unfortunately, with the women, we don't really have it on camera.
But that's and I think that's another thing. Like, dude, we didn't need Trayvon on camera. No, we had a recording. It sounded like a struggle.
Yeah. And
the NBA put hoodies on. We didn't need it, and that's all I'm bringing light to.
Yeah.
That's all. I just giving you something to think on. I'm not here to divide us. I know that we're fighting for all black people.
Right.
I'm giving the listeners something to think on, and I'm giving y'all something to think on. Whether we got a video or not, when it's our people, no matter their gender or sex or whatever, you got to remember those same people that we want to fight for us, they're fighting for those gay people, those trans people, and those women. They be out there fighting for us.
Yeah.
So when the shoe is flipped, like, hey, yo, my nigga, I did you a solid.
Yep.
So when I need you to come do me a solid too. Don't forget I'm black too. At the end of the day, we all black, but we do have a tendency to pick and choose what the fuck we gonna fight for. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've lived long enough to see it.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it's been brought to my attention before. This is not new information for me. But sometimes you have to have somebody bring something to your attention, and then you sit with that. And then you actually look at that, and you say, wow, that makes sense. I see what you're saying.
And you know what? It's crazy. I had a conversation with somebody where they were talking about Latinos, and they were talking about, Latinos, we don't need your help, and talking down on Latino community. And I went on Facebook. I was like, y'all sound stupid.
That's more division, yeah.
Y'all sound stupid saying, the Latinos can't stand with us. Why can't they? They brown people. At the end of the day, they get treated probably worse than we do. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got injustices off camera that we don't even see. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing of all of this. We are fighting injustice, but we are also fighting injustice for the black community, because the black community is the one that is infected. But injustice is what we're fighting. That's for everybody.
That's for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? That's for everybody. It don't matter what color you are. I'm pretty sure if we seen a video of a white man getting taken down, why they got to do him like that?
I mean, that happened in Buffalo this week.
Why they had to do him?
It did.
The old white man, the police were walking. He was walking towards him. They pushed him down. Head busted open. He bleeding. One of the cops leaned over to try to help him, and his cop buddy's like, keep walking, keep walking. And the dude, blood running out the back of his head, old man. So the two dudes got fired. But what's weird is the 57 people from the police force resigned because of what they did.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, they resigned because they did, to be with their brothers. They basically was like, if y'all gonna fire them too, then we gonna resign with them.
That's disgusting, man. That man has
He's
nothing.
74
4 years old. Yes.
You push him to the ground.
Did
Somebody
the man
leans
survive?
over to help. He's all right. They say he was in critical condition, but I think he's good now.
But when you see it, man, it's
and then
it's disturbing.
He leans down and try to help the guy, but his cop buddy's like, keep walking.
See, now that's crap. I would have told him to get off me, man. Like, get somebody over here. Like, I seen one where they were they had this protest, and this guy was saying George Floyd's name, and he was like, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And they zoomed in on the military guy. The military guy was saying, I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? And think about what he got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's like all this shit is creating a perfect storm. Everybody going through something right now. Everybody, every category going through a transition. But at the end of the day, I believe this stuff has to happen to break up the very fabric of what's going on in America. And it's the injustice, it's the unfairness, it's all of it. We talk about Illuminati sometime, you know what I'm saying? What if this is the first pebble to knock down all of the bullshit? All of the bullshit
it could be
that motherfuckers be behind, all this hate shit, all this hate mongering that we have here in America. What if George Floyd is that pebble to knock down all of this shit?
And I'm with you. I want to see, like I said, because I struggle. I have a conflict within me when I see all this protesting. Like, I've been alive long enough to see things, and although I hope this is the pebble to unite change. I hope that in 2 to 3 months, there are people still, white, black, brown, no matter your color, are still fighting the fight for equality and to get rid of the police injustice and violence that happens to black people in this country. I'm hoping that the light stays on it, because right now, the timing is just too perfect. It's a pandemic, so there's nothing. We got to remember, even though things feel different, outside is still closed. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do
but protest.
So why not go to a protest? So that's why I say I don't know everybody's aim, and I will not know everybody's true intentions until we get through what we're going through and we get out the other side of this. And if you still see people on the ground fighting this fight, then we know, yes, it did start something legit. Right now, I feel like it's in the early stages. I feel like it's a photo op. I've seen businesses go post up and do good PR. I learned this week that that's a good PR move. If you have a business, you go to a protest to show that you went out there and you support it. Yeah. It's all PR. So what's real and what's fake? When these companies like the NFL make statements when they just told you years ago, don't kneel on that flag, boy, and now they want to tell you they made a mistake. You didn't realize that then? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even when
they see people they see, man, with that black dollar, you ain't got much. You know what I'm saying? They see.
And at this point, it's not even looking like it's just the black dollar. It's the young white millennial dollar.
It's the white, white people.
Black dollar plus that. You got the LGBT community. Everybody that's out, Latino, everybody that's out there marching, is now they looking at that as a whole demographic. It's like, all right, so this is who we need to cater to at this point.
Right.
And then the government's fucked up anyway because they locked us in the house for 3 months, told us we couldn't go nowhere. And then basically took away a lot of people, 20 million people lost their jobs, took away their pay for 3 months, gave them $1,200 to survive off of for 3 months. So it's just like we fucking pissed off. Everybody's pissed off that had to deal with that, the COVID. Right. Everybody's like, I'm coming outside. I'm about to riot. I'm about to protest. I'm about to do everything. I'm about to steal some Louis bags, sell those for $3,000 because y'all only gave me $1,200 because you told me I couldn't go work.
And you still want me to pay my fucking mortgage at the end of the month.
Hey,
like, get the fuck out of here. You still want their money.
Still call.
Yeah, so
the timing is just perfect.
Yeah, the COVID was a blessing and a curse. Yes, a lot of people lost their lives, but it just opened up a lot of people's eyes. We was all home to see the George Floyd death. We was all on our phones when that shit happened. People was pissed. And then the fact that it took so long for them to even press charges on the cops.
The nigga was at home while he was being protested.
Yeah.
Why are you home?
People was like, I mean, it's just, a lot of people saw how unfair it was. Even my manager, she sent me an email talking about, if you ever need to talk, let me know. I'm like, what the fuck? I've known you for 2 years now. A black person dies every month, it seems like. And I'm like, I mean, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but shit, it sounds like you need somebody to talk to.
Exactly.
She want to know. I told her to go watch the Jane Elliott experiment. It's called the Brown Eye, Blue Eye experiment. I told her to go watch it. She was like, is there anything I should be looking up? I was like, just go watch that on YouTube. You'll learn something.
Let's go watch every slave movie ever made ever.
It's the same
ever.
thing.
That's the same thing with white people in slave movies. They just think it's an award-winning film. They don't know the deepness behind it. It's like,
they know.
The acting was great.
I think I came on here and told you, man, to the fact that we can go as black people to somewhere in the South, and if this is not true for your family, please, I'm not talking about everybody, but the fact that some of us can go to a place in the South, go to that city, go to that town, and go to the public records and look at a rich person's property and see our grandfather's name on a sheet of paper. That's how deep that movie is. That's what you're watching. What you're watching when you watch slave movies, white folks, you're literally looking at an expensive human doing caterpillar work. And if you don't know what the fuck a caterpillar is, it's a fucking one of those dump trucks. They make equipment for farm and building and all of that. Yeah. We were that before they made that. That's what it is. They paid for it. They paid, and they got documents and files of our ancestors sitting in City Hall, how much they cost, their value, their age, their sex, if they were dinged, if they were beat. Like, it's deep. It's not just a fucking movie. It's not just a fucking award-winning film. Like, it's real shit. Those are real people who were treated like a fucking camera or a computer. That's what they were to you.
Property.
Rosewood, my favorite one.
Watch Rosewood once start to slap the cracker, yo.
Rosewood is my shit.
But
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, it's the timing is perfect. I want to see this play out. Right now, it's too early for me to say anything. I shout out everybody that went out there and protested, black, white, green, purple. I don't give a fuck what your race is. If you went out there and you stood up, shout out to you, man. That's major. I shout out to anybody who did that, man. But I just wanted to say that, man. I just wanted to start a conversation on that.
How'd y'all feel about the Blackout Tuesday thing? Did anybody understand that at all?
I did understand the Blackout Tuesday. I hate it. All you niggas who couldn't get with this, and this is shit I was talking about last week. All the niggas, when I say, even though we may not agree, or when Johnny brought up the idea about black people voting on having one agenda so we can be one front, that was a day for us to be one front. So any nigga who thought they post was better than the next niggas, because why black out today? Why are we blacking out? We don't need to be blacking out. Like, no.
Just do it.
The majority of us decided that that's what we're doing, so that's what we're doing.
Yo,
you get what I'm saying?
Somebody said something smart as fuck. They said we should have blacked out July 4th.
We need to.
Yeah.
We still can.
They said that's the date you need to black out.
I know we're not supposed to be purchasing nothing. I think it's July 9th or something like that.
I don't know, but Juneteenth, I'm cutting up, nigga. I'm going to Juneteenth this year.
What we doing?
I don't know, but I'm cutting up down
How you
there,
acting, fam?
I'm
this
going
week.
ham. We going to Juneteenth?
Shit.
Wait,
I don't even know what they
what's
do.
that?
honestly.
Who
I don't know, but
Me
shit,
either.
let's
We
do
go,
something.
I know they're going to have some kind of march. We'll roll down there. I'm going to put on my KSP shirt.
Yeah.
Shit, at the end of the
We
day.
celebrate. We celebrate. No, we protest. If we
At the
celebrate,
end
we
of the
need
day,
drinks.
See,
could-
my
we could
thing
go
was,
to
I
my
always
crib.
thought we should have made Juneteenth like, you know how CIAA is? I think every city should do a Juneteenth weekend. And we just fucking party all weekend, man.
Yeah,
That's how
we
we need to
need to-
start
yeah,
doing Juneteenth. Like, yo,
Now,
Juneteenth
after this,
weekend,
yeah.
we got such and such performing here, such and such performing here. Like, I think they should have a Juneteenth festival with like a really big one, and we just celebrate the way we know how to party.
Bro, that
Turn
would
up.
be so
Yeah.
major.
Fuck the
bro.
educational shit. Let's just party, drink, and have fun.
Yeah,
Hell
that
yeah.
would be major. I
Hell
would
yeah.
definitely get down somewhere and try to do a comedy show.
Yeah, man. The
We might
Juneteenth
need
comedy
to
show,
plan-
Kevin
we
Hart,
might need to
all
plan
the-
that. We might
Yeah.
need to plan that, like KSP presents Juneteenth and like do like an event. Like we get
Yeah,
people
see
to
the way
come in.
my bank account set up.
I mean, we could figure it out.
I
I
mean,
mean,
we
we
could
can
probably
bring
get
a
some
profit
sponsors.
with that.
We could-
Yeah,
we could.
I
Some
was just gonna
sponsors.
say you don't really
might-
need much to do
Yeah,
stuff like that.
true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We got
Yeah,
business
really pull
donating
this off.
dollars right now. Just
Yeah.
make them feel bad. White guilt. Like, you gonna donate to this Juneteenth?
Oh,
Good old white guilt. You gonna donate to this Juneteenth
you about to get
weekend?
50,000.
Oh yeah, sure. How much you need? How much you
Oh,
need?
this racist mother. I am not racist. Hold on.
Oh, let me
Where's
see how
my
much we can
checkbook?
give you. Let me see how much we can give you.
Hold
See,
on.
now you
Well,
think.
70 grand do it.
I see
70
what you
grand
did
do it.
there. We might have to make that happen.
We should, man.
I still want to address something, man. The officers involved were also arrested this week. The officer who murdered Floyd, his violation or his charges were upgraded to second-degree murder.
They put them motherfuckers under the jail.
So now he was looking at a maximum from, I think it went from 20 years with third degree to 40 years with second degree. Go ahead.
I have never in my life seen a case where so much shit has been changed.
I know. The autopsy.
So much shit.
The autopsy was ridiculous.
Now this nigga got coronavirus. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear about that shit.
Now this nigga got coronavirus. Are you fucking serious,
I
bro?
bet he do got coronavirus.
First it went
I
from
seen
third
that.
degree to second degree. Then George Floyd had underlying complications. Then he had all this. Now the nigga got coronavirus.
Yeah.
Y'all make me
They be
sick.
fucking up, man.
Y'all make me sick, man.
So with that whole autopsy thing, I'm glad the family paid somebody to do another autopsy. So the state did the autopsy, said he had underlying conditions, and it wasn't, I guess, strangulation is the reason that he died. So then his family paid for a real autopsy from a real, like the best autopsy doctor in the country.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker's like, no, motherfucker couldn't breathe. That's why he died. He strangled. Like, obviously.
Did you really have to pay that much money?
Yeah, stop spitting on us and tell us it's raining.
Bruh,
That's all it is. They just like, I was
That's
like,
actually
bruh,
a good analogy.
we got cameras and shit. We got technology. We got Google now. It's like, you can't bullshit us no more, man.
That's
It's like
real.
these old people or the old regime, whatever you want to call them, New World Order, it's like they playing with some old guns and we got new guns.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you might have, you might have money, but we got new technology. We got guns that work better than yours.
That you
and we
crackers
gon-
gave us. They
And it's
gave
like
us the
shit.
technology.
And they gotta be
Y'all gave it to
scared.
us.
They gotta be scared. When you see all those people out there marching and then you only got 200 cops that you can use. I mean, if we really wanted to overthrow you, we could overthrow you when we got thousands of people marching to your 200.
My
Yeah.
only downfall to that is we don't have the weaponry though. That's the only.
Oh yeah, the
like-
tear
like the
gas shit
people-
is crazy.
When the people arming themselves is important. Like I don't think
Yeah.
people understand. Like you do need to go out and get a gun. You do need to weaponize yourself just in case. Just in
Slingshots,
case.
nigga.
Some way because
That's very true. 'cause
there's
you
more
never know.
people than there's more people that are not empowered than that are empowered. Like there's a reason why it's the top 1%. So we are the majority. Like we are the majority. Like the niggas that are marginalized are the fucking majority, and that's black and white alike.
Yeah, because
We
there's
are the
white people
majority.
out here mocking this shit now. They ain't feeling this shit at
Oh
all.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
They
people out
are.
here that's just like whatever. I seen a Instagram post somebody put on there where he was holding a gun, white man saying all Trump got to do is give a word. and we killing all
And see
y'all
how they
motherfuckers.
weaponize our,
You know what I'm saying?
You see
Yeah,
how they
shit
weaponize
crazy.
people who are just as marginalized as us. Most of those white people that love Trump are poor. Like, they're
Yeah,
uneducated.
I
Like,
never understood
your
that.
fight is the same as the man that you're trying to kill
I
and fight
never
against.
understood that.
Like, that's
but that's how they used to do
crazy.
back in the slave days. It's like the plantation owner would hire a poor white guy to basically go out there and whip the slaves. So basically make him feel like he's more powerful than the black person that he's out there whipping. But you in the same bullshit ass house, you in the same situation, but we just gonna give you power because you can whip them. So basically, I'm paying you to make you look like you better than somebody when you really not.
Yeah.
Sad.
I don't value you.
Yeah,
At all.
But they just the same methods. Trump gave them some kind of authority to make them think that they somebody. That's why the guy was like, "All I need to know, basically, if Master telling me to shoot y'all, I'm gonna shoot y'all niggas."
Yep, pretty much.
1,000%.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and go back to my trailer and go back to my minimum wage living,
Almost
working at
like-
Walmart with no insurance.
Almost like
Stupid.
Ahmaud Arbery, like February that happened. We are in June. Them niggas is now going to trial. They're now facing charges of murder in the murder of Arbery. All three of them, the guy who recorded it and the two guys who murdered Ahmaud Arbery. And,
Yeah,
and the fact that they cornered, I didn't know watching the video that they had this man cornered. They were blocking him. He couldn't,
Yeah.
he was running. So when we watched that, he wasn't even out for a jog anymore. He was running for his fucking life.
That's crazy.
And they out there snitching on each other right now. Them, I heard one of the guys was saying that the shooter was called him a nigga or some shit while he shot him. So they over there snitching on each other. They ain't got no loyalty to one each other.
I watched
one
something
another.
today saying that hate speech in Georgia, words like that, don't factor into your intent to do a crime or some shit like that.
I believe it is fucking Georgia.
Yeah, it's Georgia. So, and yo, people don't understand these laws now. South be
Hate speech
crazy.
doesn't what? So
Laws
if you
down South
saying
be crazy.
so if you calling a black man a nigga and then you fucking murder him, that's not a racist murder because you said nigga before you killed him. What I don't understand that. What'd you say?
Yeah, say it's not a hate
it's
crime.
not hate.
It's not a hate crime?
speech or something like
That's
that. Like
stupid.
they can't factor that into why you did what you did just because you said that. And it's like, all right. And once again, laws that need to be changed.
That's what I'm saying.
That's stupid.
If they didn't have the best
What do
strip
they
clubs
call
in the
it?
country,
Nigga,
I wouldn't go
bow!
down there.
I ain't mean to
I
call him a
wouldn't
nigga.
patron that.
I just said it.
Hey, it
felt
just
like
came
the right
out.
thing to
Yeah.
say in the moment.
That's crazy.
I
That's the
I
stupidest
mean, we just
law
all
I've
old
ever
school
heard.
though. I mean,
That's stupid.
old white people say nigga. Old
Yeah.
black folks say cracker. I don't know how many times I done rode. I reached around with my granddaddy and he was like, "Look at them crackers over there." It's like we just used to it.
pack of saltines
Yeah.
over that motherfucker.
Yeah.
God damn, I like fucking what's them premiums?
What, the premium saltines?
Them motherfuckers is good.
I used to like little joints at communion. I used to ask
I
my mom,
heard them
like,
shits was
go
good.
buy me a pack of them communion crackers.
I heard them shits was good.
and some Welch's.
Bruh, I used to try to, like, people didn't know me, try to get seconds doing communions. Like,
Yeah, man, they
I
wrong.
seen
Your
your
little
ass.
tiny shot glass and
Get
one cracker.
like, let me get another one.
I used to love going on the first Sunday, man.
Man, that shit was crazy. I used to go in line twice. Like, nigga, they ain't gonna know it's me. They knew it was me every time.
They wrong, man. They could give you a little bit more than one cracker, a little tiny ass cracker.
One time I
Premiums,
tried to
grape
walk on the outside and, like, grab in between two people, and they still caught my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know when they going up, and I was, like, right there between the people, and I was just like, she was
Yeah.
like, nope, I got you.
Damn.
Yo, I don't go to church. Do they still do communion?
I think they do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't go to
Hey,
church.
can y'all write us and tell us? Hit us up on Instagram. Y'all know how y'all like to do, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm pretty
pretty
sure
sure
they
they-
still do
yeah,
it. I
that's-
wonder at like these new churches though, like
That was a big part of
Elevation.
church.
Elevation not doing that shit.
Yeah, I wonder if like the big super churches are doing communion.
The,
Yeah,
the
nah.
nigga already on video. He lazy as hell already. Why you on video? You
Hey,
supposed
man,
to
don't
be
talk
here
about
at
Pastor
church.
Furtick like that, bruh.
I'm gonna leave that nigga alone because it ain't time for him right now. All right, we do got some political things to address. I think you have some things on your list, man.
Oh yeah, locally, man. Vi Lyles, man, Mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina. A lot of people are saying that she's been ghost doing this whole thing. So she went to Power 98, our local radio station here.
She went to the Breakfast Club, the local
yeah,
Breakfast
the local
Club.
Breakfast Club, which it should be us, but don't worry about that, Val. Vi.
It's cool. It's cool.
So she went up there to express, you know, first of all, she acted like they were telling her questions. I think No Limit Larry's still on there. I don't know who on the fuck
Of course,
that
yeah.
shit
It's
no
no
more.
limits.
And they were asking her questions about like, you know, these are what the listeners are telling us they want to hear from you. And she was like, they do? I'm like, yo, everybody voted for your ass 2 years ago so you can be a black mayor in a major city that's majority black, I think. I don't know, probably.
It's a lot of white folks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of white people here.
But yeah, and she's acting like she don't know what's going on, and she was saying, well, whatever you guys want me to do, just let me know. And she says she's developing a plan that will have less police in areas that are occupied by black people. I think she was bullshitting. I don't think she was telling the truth. I think she was just making something up because she knew she was losing support. And then you got Chief Putney, who's supposed to be resigning this year. He's Charlotte Mecklenburg police chief. He's supposed to be resigning this year after the RNC, which looks like he's leaving because Trump don't want to come to North Carolina no more. But yeah, so he's saying, you know, he ain't letting up. Police got to be out there while y'all out there protesting. They gonna have tear gas. If you not being violent, they won't use it. But then you might want to call your boy up now.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people were saying nobody was violent and they were getting tear gas Sunday night. So I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on in Charlotte. I know we got a lot of listeners that's not from Charlotte.
He was at the protest, barking at them, talking about some. Yo, y'all know what y'all did to me, man. I mean, no, not. He said, no. Oh shit, I'm thinking about some other shit. He was like, we will not use it if y'all. And they were like, we weren't violent. Turn your phone down a little bit, just a little bit. They were like, we weren't violent. And he was like, all right, basically giving you that old nigga shit, like, all right, yeah, right, yeah, we wasn't violent.
All right, hold on for a second.
Can you hear me?
All right, so we actually got somebody on the line. Brandon Whiting. He's my that's his last name. He was actually at the protests in Charlotte. Now that you were speaking about that, and he knows hand for hand what happened out there. So if you want to give your experience, Brandon, on what happened.
Well, can you hear me, Brandon?
Yeah, hey. yeah. So man, I went out there probably like 8:30, just as things were getting dark, and I had just caught up with the main group. Right when they first started firing off, I guess they just were doing like flashbangs or something, but they just were trying to get people to disperse, just like boom, boom, like big loud booms, and it worked. People started running, but then a bunch of people started shouting like "Hold the line!" So we all just started running back, and we got all up in their face. There was like a bunch of people. I remember it was at an intersection. And the police were like on the other side of the intersection, and it's like anybody who got into the middle of the intersection, like they would just fire off. And they were just like shooting like the rubber bullets in the air and shit. Well, anyways, I went to the back of the line and realized like cops were pulling up behind us too. So I was like, hey, like I started yelling as loud as I can. I'm like, keep moving, like they're about to corner us. And so we moved, and we're walking for like another 10, 15 minutes. We see like more and more bikes. And then me and my friend at one point had like moved one of these little fences like on a barricade just to like fuck some of their shit up. And I remember after we did that, I turned around and there was a whole line of riot gear officers coming towards us. So we're like, all right, fuck, gotta keep it moving. So that was like the second encounter. And then the third encounter, they get us down, I guess, I forget what street it was, but they had all the parking decks were closed off, and we didn't really realize how cornered we were.
4th and Trade, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I'm starting to like kind of shake, like reliving this shit. I'm sitting here drinking, but anyways, we get down the street, man, and all of a sudden I see a crowd of people running, like hundreds of people are running, and I'm like, oh shit, what are they running from? So I turn around naturally, and like I'm like, okay, let's move in this direction. I don't know what's over there, but it sounds like hundreds of people don't want it. So I started moving, and turns out another line of riot officers comes out, right around the corner, basically just like popping out of nowhere. And we're like, oh, fuck, we can't go anywhere. We're trapped. So naturally, we all try to go to the side. Well, then the gates were all closed down, all the parking garages, which are usually open. So we're like, oh, shit, we're trapped. Everybody just kind of like backing up into each other. It was like hundreds of us. And we all just massed up at one point to where we couldn't squeeze in any tighter. So I'm already like, fuck, man, social distancing and shit. I was trying to social distance as much as I could while I was out there. But now all of a sudden we're like packed like a can of sardines. They started shooting off the tear gas. And it was like probably like 50 feet away from me. And at first I just thought it was like a smoke grenade or something, like, they're just trying to like reduce our visibility. But within seconds, like it's still far away. The smoke isn't even like over to me yet. And I'm like, my eyes started burning. I was like, whoa, holy shit. And like, everyone's coughing, taking off their masks and shit. I'm like, God damn, we all about to get coronavirus. But and then so they fire off a few more canisters, and it starts just saturating us. And people are screaming and shit and crying. There's like a bunch of white girls screaming like they've never been tear gassed before. Me personally, I was like, I always wondered what this felt like, and I was like, it's not that bad. I was like, you know, it just feels like someone pepper sprayed you or some shit. Like, honestly, I had jalapeno eyes worse than that shit. You know, you ever cut some jalapenos and red eyes?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah. But anyways, man, everyone's like, when we saw the people on the second floor shooting at us, we were like, dude, there's nothing we could do. People just started getting on the ground and just sitting down, because, like, I mean, how are you gonna justify shooting people sitting down? But
how do you justify blocking people in?
Yeah, trapping
anything. How do you justify any of it at all? It's
military
absurd.
as fuck.
Trapping
Right.
protesters on
Dude,
top of that. That's not doing.
They have no weapons.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
crazy.
I played enough Call of Duty to know that was like a classic kill box tactic, bro. They
Exactly.
they had a corner set up. They blocked off all the exits, and they just corralled us over there. They had the police on the bicycles that were just riding by. They would just come up, close off a street so you couldn't go that way, and we would just be like, all right, fuck it, we'll go down this way. Well, basically, they just, you know, made us go exactly where they wanted us to.
Yeah,
But anyways, everybody gets down on the ground, man, and finally we're just like, we can't take this shit anymore. Everyone's like, just like, I mean, I don't know if you know how much mucus comes out of your face when you get tear gas, but that shit was bad. So people, I heard a couple people, and I saw from the video from Queen City Nerve, a couple people went under the gate, like they just used like sheer manpower and just lifted the gate up. But then there were officers waiting for them, and plus they couldn't get out. They were basically trapped when they went in there, is what I heard. But I was like, fuck that. I ran the other way down the street. And they kind of, I guess, were like letting us run or whatever, because it was like cops on all sides, and they were just like standing on the sidelines, kind of like laughing, like watching cockroaches run away or some shit. Well, we all dip out, and I go down a couple blocks to hide, and it was like 20 minutes later, man, after all the shit, I was like, I'm done for the night. I was like, I'm done with this, so I'm gonna go hide, and then I'm gonna go to my car later, because there was like a bunch of undercover cops sitting in the parking lot I was at. And anyways, like 6 undercover cars pull up on my hiding spot in the bushes outside of this apartment, and pull up, put guns on me and shit, and they're like, you know, freeze, and they searched all my shit, dumped out my hand sanitizer because they thought I was going to use it for a Molotov, because I had an extra t-shirt. They were like, were you planning to make a Molotov cocktail with this? I was like, no, the fuck? Like, I'm just seeing what's going on. And he was asking me if I was Antifa and shit. I was like, man.
I'm just finding out Antifa today. They just anti-government.
All it means, bro, Antifa just means anti-fascist, bro.
Oh, anti-fascist.
It just means,
Okay.
yeah, bro. And people on the other side, like Trump supporters, will tell you, they're like, oh, anti-fascist or it's a terrorist organization. Like Antifa, they put a name on it, and people don't even know what the fuck it is. Like, you just said, you thought it was anti-government?
Yeah, I thought it was, they say
It's anti-Hitler. It's anti-dictator.
Oh, okay.
and Trump is calling it a terrorist organization.
Hey, I got a question for you. Just for clarification, was anybody being violent towards the police before they start firing off rubber bullets?
Nope, not that I saw, dude. Nope, I was on both ends. I was at the front, and then I faded back to the back, and I was all up in the middle. I was everywhere, man. I didn't see a single thing. I didn't see a water bottle thrown. I didn't see none of that shit, bro. The only time I saw violence was 2 dudes getting in a tussle during the tear gas, and I didn't know why it was happening. I couldn't tell if it was a cop or not, but I was already running. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gone. But it was 2 dudes on the ground, like, wrestling. But this is after we've been shot at, so.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yep. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. Well, appreciate it, man.
Thank you for
Sorry you had to go through that, man.
Oh, no, dude. I mean, it's nothing compared to what, other people have gone through, so.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah, man. All right. Well, you guys be good out there.
All right, man.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, no doubt. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Hands-on experience of somebody that was out there. And like I said, Putney said if they don't use violence, they wouldn't use those tactics against them. And like he said, there was no violence.
There's no point to use a tactic against a defenseless person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have no weapons. You got all this gear on. You got guns and shit. Why are you using any tactics? You know what I'm saying? Only tactics we need is hand-to-hand, my nigga. Be real. If you want to talk about it. Like, that's insane, man.
Yeah, that is insane.
But all right, Johnny.
Yeah, so let's see where we're going with this, man. So did we already speak about all the celebrities that have donated to the cause?
We did not touch on all of them. We touched on a few corporations that did.
Yeah. So a lot of people got on Kanye because it was the whole MAGA Kanye and everything now. But Kanye's put his money where his mouth at the moment. He's donated $2 million to different causes. I think some of it goes to George Floyd's daughter for her college fund, and a lot of it goes to legal fees for the people that were arrested during the protest. So we have a mixed relationship with Kanye in the black community.
I still love Kanye.
I mean, I still do too, man. I think, one of my favorite rappers.
I won't hate my brother.
I think Kanye the first get out motherfucker ever, and we just don't know it.
Hey, that nigga Coon done got somebody grandmother out of jail. So regardless how you see it, that's why I fuck with him. Like at the end of the day, yeah, he put the hat on. He supported some bullshit, and then his wife was able to get a few people out of jail that did not need to be in jail. So I may not like his tactics, but I don't. Another thing I'm not gonna do is keep that up on the front end. We could talk to our brother Kanye one-on-one one day, but in front of white people, I won't shame my brother Kanye for what he did.
Straight up, man.
That's how I see it.
Floyd Mayweather donated $100,000 to the funeral of George Floyd.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Michael Jordan put up $10 million, $1 million, no, $100 million, $10 million a year.
Yeah.
So a lot of celebrities out there donating. I put up $50 like Virgil.
I knew it was gonna drop it.
I put up $50 like Virgil. But the thing is, between me and Virgil is I don't have a thriving business and niggas don't pay $400 for my apparel every day.
Man, I ain't gonna talk about them niggas' shoes. So if y'all still want to rock y'all Off-White, go ahead. I ain't gonna lie, it's a dope ass Off-White sweatsuit I saw, but I ain't gonna never be able to afford it, so fuck that nigga. I'm with you. I'm with you.
His shit always like crazy numbers.
Yeah,
Off-White shit.
We'll say this though, he had an exhibit that I went to in Chicago, man. If you could ever, I think they moved it to Atlanta, but I don't know if they're even still doing it. But I do respect how he came to what he is now, like how he started. Like that dude is a dope artist.
Yeah, and I'm sure he probably donated more than $50. He's tried to come out and defend it, say he was just matching somebody's donation. He said he donated some money, but
niggas have nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, what people see is what people believe.
And besides, nigga, why are we counting that man pockets?
True, he might be broke. We don't know.
He donated something.
Yeah,
exactly. This nigga ain't broke now. Don't get it. Virgil ain't broke.
Also, Barack Obama, our president forever, he did an opt-in.
that nigga Zulu? Is he Zulu? Is he Ashaka Zulu?
No, hell no.
Our president forever, Barack Obama, he wrote a pretty good opt-in, and I don't know, I think it was the New York Post or the Washington Post, one of them. Just basically talking about what's going on in America right now. And he was saying that he stands with everybody that's out there protesting and making a change. He's always been for change. And he always, he was one of those people, even when he ran his campaign, it was like boots on the ground. Let's go knock on every door and tell these people to vote. So he's always had that mentality that it's going to be done by the people. And, I mean, he's still stuck with that.
Did
so shout out to Barack Obama.
Trump at all?
Nah, he didn't mention Trump, really. He just said that he said the current administration didn't handle things well.
Oh, okay.
And which, I mean, it's true. I mean, Trump, man, Barack Obama's still our president. Donald Trump is the Confederacy president. That's how I look at the shit. True. But he didn't really go there. I mean, I wish he could still be president. And then Streets of D.C. I don't know if y'all saw the images of that.
Black Lives Matter on the streets of D.C., man. Now that's hard. Shout out whoever did that shit. Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure Trump looking at that every day.
Well, Trump is having a battle out there because I don't know if y'all heard. So he wanted to go take a picture in front of a church with the Bible in his hand.
Oh yeah, that shit.
So he basically had all the protesters tear gas so he can walk across the street, take a picture, and come back over. And he's been trying to get military force out there in these streets. It's basically saying you're gonna call you're basically setting up a war between your U.S. military and then the people of America by setting military and putting them out there in the streets. And I don't know what he's gonna do because at this point I feel like he's losing so much support, even from his redneck supporters. I feel like slowly they are starting to dwindle down and come over to the right side. I feel like if Joe Biden just don't say nothing, he could win this election. if things stay the way they are, because President Trump didn't handle the COVID situation the best way he could. He was being stingy with money. But like I said, they go spend $2 million on a rocket, but you only want to give people $1,200 after you told them to not work for 3 months and expect them to still pay their bills. And then this whole social injustice thing, he's afraid to talk on it. I don't even know if he's afraid. I think
his silence is where he stands.
Yeah.
Shit, that motherfucker was.
He said George Floyd was looking down on us, smiling the other
talking
day.
About it was a great day for America.
Yeah, because unemployment went down to 13 million.
Like, shut up,
but
fool.
the unemployment numbers that's 13 million people that don't work that are actively looking for a job. So what about the other people that ain't even looking right now? They don't count them.
That's
There's
true.
13 million people that's looking for a job that don't have one.
Steven Jackson wasn't taking that shit.
Yeah,
Steven Jackson was not taking that shit.
I don't blame Steven Jackson. That's like if
his
if
brother.
Jumpman died here, and I'm like, yo, bruh,
Yeah.
he not smiling down on this shit. He not.
Not
I
that
know this
bitch ass
nigga.
anyway.
I know this nigga. He
Steven
not
Jackson
smiling
was
down on
not
this shit.
having it. He said, "We coming to get you out that White House." And
I seen it.
I agree with him. Somebody should do this because honestly, man, it's just putting I guess a broad picture on how nasty people can be. I feel like Trump is like the worst when it comes to what humanity has to offer. Just how nasty
He's
he
super
is. You know what I'm
petty.
saying?
He's too old to be too petty.
Exactly. And then on top of that, he's leading example. That's the word I'm looking for. He's the leading example to these people that feel like they can act like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
then the
like
people that
that's
support
crazy.
him are nothing like him.
That's crazy.
They are
bro.
nothing like him.
But I'm pretty sure there are people out there that want to act like that.
Oh, definitely. They want to be
regardless.
Trump.
Yeah.
Shit,
exactly.
I know a Puerto Rican dude that want to be Trump.
He's a clown, but whatever.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
feeling power.
Last thing, just on some funny shit. There was
Here
a
we
story
go.
that came out about Wendy's and a couple corporations that was donating to Donald Trump. And if y'all know, if you listen to this podcast, I am a big supporter of the 4 for 4.
4 niggas.
Probably the biggest supporter of the 4 for 4. I used to eat that shit 3 times a week. So I had to do some research. 'Cause I was like, if I'm going to cancel Wendy's, I got to know why I'm canceling Wendy's. So the actual story for this is the person that donated the $400,000 to Trump's campaign is a franchisee of Wendy's. The actual corporation of Wendy's does not donate money to the Trump campaign.
To this
So
day.
just don't eat at this man's Wendy's. But I'm still going to go off Statesville Road and get my 4 for 4 every night.
My nigga. I was about to say, even Taco Bell came
I
out.
might
Was like, y'all
have to do that
niggas
for my
tripping.
Papa John's, man. Like, all right, man, is it Papa John's all together?
Yeah.
Is there, cause Shaq owned Papa John's and he sit in the fucking boardroom.
Yeah,
meetings. Like,
he's
Shaq
got some percentage of it, man.
and,
So
and black women kill me for going to fucking Papa John's.
I love that fucking shit. That garlic
love that
butter be
shit.
on point.
Nigga,
That garlic butter be on point.
What a
I
shit.
ain't been to Papa
Now
John's
Waffle
in
House
years.
is a different story for me.
I don't like it like that, man.
I love a good
it
Waffle
could go.
House.
It
After
could
I
go.
get drunk,
Yeah,
drink
I
a
was
lot of
about to
Crown
say.
Royal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's 4 a.m. Who the fuck is open?
Waffle House.
Waffle
Fucking
House,
Waffle
All-Star Special. When I say, excuse me, young lady,
You get that plastic
Um,
cheese.
how much would it be extra if I get country ham with my All-Star Special? That's going to be $3, sweetie. Go ahead and add that. Go ahead and add that country ham to my All-Star Special.
And I was thrown off when I heard Waffle House anyway. I was like, all them niggas that don't been up and through in Waffle House.
And all the Waffle
that
Houses in
work
Atlanta.
there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why would they
Yeah.
do that?
But apparently they do donate to the campaign. I mean, even though we patron there, the person that's on top, he got interest. And, Washington has lobbyists, man. They got lobbyists that speak on their
Hold Is
behalf.
Waffle House out? Really?
Nah,
I ain't gonna let
Waffle
y'all
House-
niggas tell me where the fuck to eat.
No. Waffle House actually came out and said they had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
But they
Yeah.
were one of
Alright.
the people that were accused.
Yeah, it was a lot of
of
people
giving
on
out
that
money.
list.
Hey,
And,
yo.
we just got to fact check that, man.
Hey, yo, fam, that nigga say I'm not gonna let y'all.
Tell me where to eat.
The Gloria.
Bro, what if it get that serious? What if we have to protest shit? What if we got to protest shit like Walmart? What if we can't fuck with
Oh,
Walmart?
man, you
no
know
more?
the black community be fucked up. We can't
Yeah.
go to Walmart.
We got Target.
Nigga, we can't go.
And we got to go to Amazon,
That's a
honestly.
deep conversation.
Yeah,
Because we would
man.
have to go there. Like, we
If
would
we
have
get
to have
that
a meeting.
deep, then I got to make
we would
a
have
decision.
to have a meeting. We would have to put our money together to get our own Walmart because we need Walmart.
No, we don't.
I see why we don't need Walmart.
Somebody black can make all these products, man.
Yeah,
they
but
can.
What's your most important thing that you get from Walmart?
Walmart saves us a lot of money.
Rotisserie
It's
chicken.
cheaper.
Or them wing dings, nigga.
It's affordable to go to Walmart.
Rotisserie chicken from a nigga somewhere now. Come on.
It's affordable to
We
go
got
to Walmart.
chicken
You
7
know
different
that.
ways.
You know it's affordable to go to Walmart.
What's your most important item from Walmart?
Nigga,
Bottled water.
I go to Publix and Harris Teeter.
He said, I go to Publix.
I'm speaking for my people.
Nigga, Publix fucked up too. Nigga, Publix probably
No,
worse.
actually, people that work for Publix own shares of Publix, so the people own Publix. So if you're black,
That's
you
what's
work at
up.
Publix,
I need to go get a job at Publix then.
Now Harris Teeter, I don't know, but I know the history, and I worked there for 10 years. So.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You got some stock in there?
No, I pulled everything out.
Oh, okay. Was it a lot?
No, well, I actually had a 401k with them. Like, just moved it.
Oh, okay.
I managed my own 401k, but that's a story for another podcast on another network.
Word.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen here, guys. Thanks for tuning in to KSP. We're gonna be right back after this break. All right, we're back. We bike.
We bike.
Okay,
we bike.
All right, listen. This week in COVID, I got your COVID updates right here in front of me. The U.S. Oh, first of all, thank you, Johnny, for the politics, man. First of all. Now, this week's COVID updates. The U.S. has reached 1.95 million cases. By the time you hear this, it'll probably be 2 million. We've had 111,000 deaths in the United States. Right here in the home, North Carolina, 30,000 cases, 30,777 cases, 969 deaths. And right here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, we have 33,858 cases and 89 deaths.
Damn,
now,
it went up 10?
It went up 10.
Damn.
Remember, it was going up slow. It was like one here, then next week it'd be like 2 or 3 deaths, and then last week it was like 89. Like, damn. Shit. Yeah, it shot up a little bit, man. We'll see what it does next week, man, with the protests and people not really social distancing anymore. We'll see what will happen with these numbers. Right. Also with the COVID, man, one of the themes of it is it's changed a lot about our life. So one of the things that's coming back is the NBA season is returning. July 22nd, they will play all the games in Orlando, Florida. There will be no fans. And it'll be just the players, the refs, and give me some details, man. I'm winging this shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So it's just gonna be the players, refs, coaches, and like training staff.
Assistant coach.
It's gonna be 22 teams.
22
so the
teams.
16 teams that's already qualified, well, that are in playoff contention, and then another 6 teams that have a chance to make the playoffs. They go. Everybody's gonna play at least 8 games, and then after that they'll do the seeding. They still gonna do Eastern Conference and Western Conference. I thought they was gonna do straight 16, but they still gonna do Eastern Conference and Western Conference seeding. And then they're still gonna play up until October. The season will end in October, and then they gonna come back December 1st for next year's season.
So season will end with the finals in October.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they'll come back in a month, December 1st, for the new season to start.
Do you see the NFL having games without fans?
I feel like the NFL is gonna push it. Because the NFL I think they're the highest generating out of all the 3 major sports. I think they generate the most revenue. And a lot of that is from ticket sales. But like you told me on the phone, we was talking about the PSL shit. Like, the tickets already paid for pretty much. So I don't know what they're going to do. Because if that's the point, then why even have it in a stadium? Just have it at like a local high school or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, true.
But I feel like at that time when the NFL starts, I think they say we like 90 days away from the first preseason game for NFL. I think we might be able to be around each other at that point because a lot of states will be in phase 3. So I don't think they'll be full stadiums, but I think they can 30%, and we'll see where we at that time. A lot of people saying that this shit gonna come back in the fall. This COVID gonna come back in the fall. So we'll see where we at that time, but I do think that the NFL gonna try to put some people in the stands.
All right, man. This is it's gonna be interesting.
I'm watching fights with sound with no audience. I'm hearing people get hit. Imagine NFL with no fucking fans. Niggas gonna be getting rocked.
Somebody get racked.
Yeah, you gonna hear bones breaking.
I am ready for this NBA with no fans. I was excited when they first announced it, when they said, all right, this COVID thing is here. And then that Wednesday, they was like, all right, the rest of the games, no fans. And then they said, all right, you know what, shut it down. And I was like, damn, no fans at the game? I was ready for that. I don't know if y'all ever played 2K without the, will you play it without the audience noise? Some weird shit I used to do. Oh, you play practice
do that?
mode?
I do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
I turn down the audience.
Or sometimes I turn up the commentator to make it sound like it would if you was
I like
actually
that shit.
there.
I be playing my player, and I be at the foul line, and they be like, MVP.
Yeah.
MVP.
But
Like, this nigga Jay like, yo,
Over
fuck
here
it.
stroking your ego.
Hey, man.
What's your
my
player rating?
89 right now.
Oh, you 89?
Yeah, I be hooping. I be hooping, nigga.
Okay,
my player be hooping.
why don't y'all team up online?
Nah,
I don't really be doing all that shit.
She trash.
Fam, you called me playing the game one time.
I don't really be doing it. I just play my player.
Yeah.
Me and Carl Anthony Towns. I play for the Timberwolves. Me and Carl Anthony Towns running the league right now.
Oh, okay.
He an MVP candidate. I'm
I
not.
play for Charlotte.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm running it.
That's that nigga team, boy.
Yeah,
That's that
Charlotte.
nigga
That's
team.
my
Yeah.
team, man.
Towns an MVP candidate. Here we go with some stupid shit. But yeah, Towns an MVP candidate right now.
He be getting more points than you?
Yeah, see, I lead the league in assists. I average 11.2 assists a game, but that nigga averaging 29 and 16.
So you always pass it to him.
Yeah, like that's the game plan. So if we run in the half court set, I go down, I give it to him in a post. But if we get coming off a rebound, or I'm pushing it.
What's
So,
your
I'm averaging
points?
22 and 11. He averaging 29 and 16 right now.
Y'all going to the
so
playoffs?
damn.
Oh yeah, we fourth in the West.
Look at what niggas do when niggas years old. We've been doing this podcast for about 3
fourth
years.
in
This
the
nigga
West.
ain't played now. 2K to now to COVID.
Yeah, man, COVID came. I
COVID
said, let
got
me
this
pick up,
nigga
let me
playing
pick up the
video
2K. Yeah, we fourth in the West
This
now.
nigga at 89, you had to buy some VC.
I damn sure they.
I knew
This
it.
nigga with
I
Big O.
knew it.
You not buying VC?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's how I know he bought it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
man,
bought
don't
some
shut
VC.
up.
They hit me with those specials. It's like you can get 20,000 VC for
Yeah.
$2.99 for 1 day only.
Alright, fuck
I'm like,
it.
give me some VC, goddamn it.
Get that VC real quick.
Hey, hey, yo, fam, real talk. They were so Madden got the EA Sports contract renewed, right? And this shit pissed me off because I'm like, they gotta give somebody else a shot at making that damn game. Like 2K could make a football game again.
Yeah.
2K's football game was awesome. Like
It
they
was
could.
Oh, on Dreamcast?
Oh, Dreamcast. Did you play it on Dreamcast?
Yeah, I played it. It was
Because
alright.
now PlayStation is releasing this 5, and it's gonna have like a fucking screen on the controller. And
Oh,
that
like
was
the
thing
Nintendo Switch.
that was the thing that made the shit dope. You could call your plays from your controller, so the nigga you're playing against y'all can't see each other plays.
Yeah.
And I know niggas who play Madden, they screen watch. They trying to see what play you picking
Yeah.
so they can set up their defense right. Like if yo,
I just go off the formation. They tell me the formation, and that's how I choose what defense I'm gonna set up in.
I
don't
love it
really look at
online
the
because I
plays.
can't see.
I don't
Yeah.
play Madden. I ain't played
Yeah.
Madden since probably 04.
I haven't played Madden in a long time.
But speaking
I
of
haven't played
fucking
anything.
gaming, I was about to order a Nintendo Switch. That shit, they didn't raise, like, they sold out everywhere Nintendo Switches are. And then, like, people reselling them for like $500.
How much they cost?
I think Nintendo Switch supposed to be $250.
Shit. Wow.
I was like, fuck that. I don't want one that bad. I did want one.
Nah, they hard though.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
They
going to get one eventually. I'm going to get a Nintendo Switch.
I want one. I think who's that? Tacola was over her house. She got one.
Yeah.
Was over there for the little kickback.
I'm just going to take hers.
If she want to see yo Tacola, sell me your shit.
Nah, she going to give it to me.
Okay.
She
I
probably
was gonna
listen to
ask
this
you-
shit now.
I was gonna ask you, y'all got in the playoffs, nigga.
Where in the basketball?
Yeah, right now.
I got
What's the
Lakers versus the
Lakers, bro.
Bucks, man. That's going to be my final.
Still Lakers versus Bucks.
That's my
Are they
final.
doing best of 7 in Orlando?
Yeah, they still gonna do a regular
These
playoffs.
niggas were fresh too. They gonna be really balling.
Yeah, I think Lakers, Bucks, or we could get, if somebody gonna slip up, my sleeper team gonna be Houston in the West,
Hell no.
and then my sleeper team
Not
in the
with
East
PJ
would
at
be
the
Toronto.
center.
Ain't no crowd, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like, are you still good without the
So
audience,
yeah,
nigga? What's up?
Houston
course
versus
they are.
Toronto
I
is
got
my
that
sleeper
one.
pick.
I was about to say,
Cause Siakam is balling.
niggas been hooping without a crowd all their life. That's how you start off.
They might be better.
Yeah, I
because
know.
now they
right?
not nervous.
These niggas is, since high school, you know how it is now.
Yeah,
Since high
true.
school, they've been playing under big ass.
This might be
lights.
too easy though. Like, damn, ain't nobody here watching us but us. I'm
Yeah.
about to hoop, nigga. Ain't
But I
nobody
want to
looking.
see Milwaukee versus the Lakers. But like I said, if I see Toronto versus Houston, I'm happy with that.
I don't want my Lakers to win. I don't want my Lakers to win.
'Cause you think it's gonna be
I don't
an
want the
asterisk
asterisk.
by it?
I don't want that asterisk.
Did
I
y'all
would-
hear about the
LeBron
trade
got a
they
couple
trying to
asterisks.
make happen?
Who?
Shit. Brooklyn trying to get Bradley Beal.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Brooklyn
They
trying to
they
get
basically
back.
agreed to it pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Brooklyn
you got
get-
Bradley Brill,
KD.
Irving,
That's a
KD.
big three.
And
That's a nice big
and
three.
then
That's a
DeAndre
big
Jordan.
three.
I love DeAndre.
That's a big three.
That's
And
a-
they're
that
gonna
is a big
keep.
three.
I think they're gonna get rid of Dinwiddie.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and
That's
somebody
your boy.
else.
Yeah, I fuck with Dinwiddie, bro. Because first of all, let me say this about Spencer Dinwiddie. He is a resilient true point guard, bro. He held it down. While
Didn't he Brazilian?
Yes.
I thought that was a nigga.
I said he's Brazilian.
Oh.
When you said Brazilian? Boy, he's something else.
I thought you said a nigga was a Brazilian. I said, what?
Resilient.
He's a Brazilian.
Nigga got some
Resilient.
nigga got some 4C hair like a motherfucker.
Boy, you stupid. So anyway, all I was gonna say was when Kyrie wasn't there, and even before Kyrie was there, Spencer Dinwiddie was the man. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy making those plays happen. I feel like, to me, he's honestly a better fit for that team. Kyrie's too flashy, bro. He gets all up in his shit, and he don't get into team ball than he does into himself ball.
Nah, I think we talked about this last week. Like, yeah, not off air, but yeah, he does get into himself too much.
But
he
and
does. But he makes great plays. He makes great plays. He makes great plays. Kyrie Irving is a good point guard. But I know what you're saying.
He's a score first point guard.
But he knows when to pass.
His best thing he loves to do is crash the glass on offense, and if he can't get the shot, he dish it out to whoever. You know what I'm saying? He loves.
But when you
doing
say he's like that, I picture Westbrook, and Westbrook is score first. But I'd be damned if I pass you the ball.
Yeah, Westbrook just goes. He just goes.
How you a point guard and you be damned I pass you the ball?
Westbrook got some. I mean,
come on,
there's a lot of
nigga.
scoring point guards out now.
In his defense, he did average triple doubles, which include assists. So
John Morant might eclipse this nigga.
I know.
John
John
might
Morant is
eclipse this
definitely
nigga.
a better Westbrook.
Yeah,
than Westbrook.
I
So
agree with
he's
that.
John Morant. You're gonna have to call him that. But that's his play style. But what we got, man?
The NBA is coming back. All right, man. So Johnny put this on the list. Fucking about Alicia Silverstone. So let's walk us through what's going on here.
All right, so Alicia Silverstone, she got a 9-year-old son, right?
9.
I don't even know.
I know you don't have any kids.
She was in Batman.
Yeah, she played.
She played Batgirl in Batman forever.
Was she in Clueless? Or that's another
She was
white
in Clueless
lady?
too. She was in Clueless.
Okay.
She's the white girl in Clueless.
So I know you don't have no children. You ever took a bath with your kids before when they was
Never.
little? Okay, I did take a bath with my daughter when she was very little.
Okay.
So here we are. Alicia Silverstone is she said she still takes baths daily with her 9-year-old son.
Oh, that's weird.
He gonna be scarred.
That's super weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
And she got some nice like white woman titties. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So what's too old to be taking baths with your kids, man?
First of all, why do people always go to social media just to say the weirdest shit?
Very
like
true.
Boosie,
Like why tell us
Alicia
this?
Silverstone, shut the fuck up. Stay off the computer. Because people are condemning people out here, bro. For real, bro. Like, why are y'all saying this shit on social media? Just shut up.
Just leave it in your house.
Just do it.
We don't care.
And be quiet.
We didn't ask.
Because if we see it, we're going to say something about it.
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Public opinion.
Yeah.
That's just like saying.
But that's like if you a regular person, you say some stupid shit on Facebook or Instagram, you don't have as many followers to like pick on you.
Right.
So I guess they just regular people saying stupid shit, but they just famous.
All right, I'm going to tell y'all one stupid thing I don't like. All right, I hate thong flip-flops. Anybody know?
Oh, man. Niggas are not to wear thong flip-flops.
I hate thong flip-flops.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with slides.
Look,
slides only.
The first day yesterday, I put on a pair of thong flip-flops, and it felt so weird. That shit felt weird as hell. Boy. Whoa. Yes.
How did it feel?
It just felt
Nigga,
like
got
something was in
piece
between
of
my toes.
string in between your toes.
Yeah, that's basically what it felt like. I was like, wow, this is pretty whack.
in the crack of your toe. Big
Bro,
toe.
it was pretty
to
whack.
the middle.
I see why niggas wear slides.
Yeah, man.
Niggas don't wear
Where the fuck did you get thong flip-flops from?
I ain't even gonna lie, Brandon left them, and I was like, man, let me see these. He like, you know how you be trying not to throw shit away?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a use for these.
Hey, this nigga about to be in Food Line in aisle 3, goddamn. Toes out. Toes out, goddamn.
Thong flip-flops. But nah, I've never worn them before. I thought they just weird. That's my one thing. Are y'all gonna condemn me for it?
Nah, man.
Nah, I mean,
I got some Crocs.
I'm jealous.
I had Crocs.
Because I like
Crocs.
Crocs, but I've never owned a pair, and then I heard how expensive they were.
Yeah.
Did you get yours on sale?
I used 20% off.
See, my daughter got the ones with like the cheetah print first.
She got the gibbets that she puts on the holes, like little. You can put like Captain
Oh
America
yeah,
gibbets.
those two.
Oh, my Crocs, I found them.
Oh, for
Where
real?
you find them at?
I forgot where I found them bitches at. I think somebody had threw them away, and I seen them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I cleaned them up real good.
Yeah, see, the last pair I had, my girl brother took them from me, and I never seen them again.
Damn.
Yeah.
Them shit's comfortable.
Yeah, them shit's just comfortable.
People were actually.
Yeah, they was like, I'm just gonna wear these to go outside. Next thing I know, I ain't seen them shits no more.
He gotta get his ass.
Hey, shout out to my cousin.
My Crocs, nigga.
My cousin been wearing Crocs for probably like 10 years, and he told me, he was like, nigga, these are the wave. He would be in the crib in Crocs all day, out the crib in Crocs all day, going to go hoop with Crocs all day. I'm like,
you a clown.
He didn't hoop in the Crocs. Like when you stepping out the house, you throw your shoes in the bag and you walk to the court in the Crocs.
Yeah,
the nigga be crocked. He got nothing to do.
I'm gonna be wearing them shits to the gym.
He crocked out.
Oh, he crocked out.
Yeah,
one of the CrossFit girls I follow. That's the only reason I got them. So one of the girls I follow on that she do CrossFit. She always she work out in her Crocs all the time. I was like, I'm gonna start working out in my Crocs. As long as I ain't running, I'm gonna be working out in my shit.
Shit, you gonna fuck around, snap a ankle in them up. You gonna need support when you thought you didn't. Well, nah, they ain't gonna put that on you like that.
Nah.
Thank you, man. It's all right.
I'm not bathing.
Karma hit me this week.
Son. How did karma hit you?
I'm not discussing
my
shit.
bad.
But karma hit me this week.
I didn't know what you was talking about.
I've been praying and shit.
Oh man,
I ain't prayed in like a year. I'll tell y'all, camera.
Yeah, tell us off camera.
Why you gonna bring this shit
I didn't
up?
know you prayed.
I don't pray.
No, I didn't know you like.
Last time
I didn't know if something made you pray. Like,
the last time I prayed.
Shit, if you ain't praying right now,
was when my kids moved to New Jersey. That's the last time I prayed.
Oh.
I know, right? So I only pray when I need God, which is sad, but I'm working on that.
All right, we're gonna work on your spirituality. It's all good, you know.
you need to be praying every day. You
exactly.
Or
right.
meditation. You meditate, right?
I agree with meditation.
You meditate, right?
I tried that before.
Yeah. So you're working on your shit, man. Fuck with you, my nigga.
It's cool. It's cool.
We ain't gonna condemn my nigga.
We gotta pray.
We're gonna condemn Alicia Silverstone though, man.
Yeah,
that nigga realized them titties is
yeah, because I'm sure he got like 1 or 2 pubic hairs right now. Y'all shouldn't be taking y'all shouldn't be taking baths together.
No, fam, no. Oh no. Fuck out of here.
Hey, did y'all see the white woman that got her son and her husband to like reenact some slave shit?
I did not, and I don't want to.
No. She got the motherfuckers tied up on some BDMS. Like they tied up. Looking at the camera like with the little wood stock and shit on their neck.
Oh, hell no
yeah,
way.
bro. She was just like, they need to see what it's like. They white men and they need to see what that shit like. I said, this bitch is getting
this shit
too
freaky.
much of a kick off.
Yeah, this shit freaky.
She is
probably
loving
had a little hard boner.
Yeah.
They probably like to be beat.
She had the whip too, and I was like, this is
some freaky shit.
But when you think about it though, is enslaving a human just some freaky shit altogether? If we doing that and got whips and
but they were getting freaky with the slaves.
Oh, true.
Like it might be some freaky shit altogether.
Damn, that's crazy.
That them niggas put a price tag on. That's
y'all niggas is sick.
All right,
James, definitely sick.
I'm sorry.
No, I just now another way to think about it.
That's crazy though.
It's fucking crazy. All right, man. This bitch Carol Baskin's back in the news.
Shout out to Carol Baskins, man. Everybody was out there saying especially one of our co-hosts here, he was very down on her.
Murder.
Condemning her for her actions, her allegations against her killing her husband.
She did that shit.
But all she did this week was she bought Joe Exotic's tiger, whatever you want to call it, tiger zoo.
Tiger farm.
She purchased it. She now owns all the animals there, and that's a boss move.
Yeah, now fuck with Carol.
That's like basically having a shitty landlord one time, and you get older and you come buy the house that you used to live in from that landlord.
Damn,
one
Carol.
Call Carol can get you whacked, boy. God damn, she gonna be grinding niggas up and feeding them to tigers.
And Joe Exotica did speak out for prison on this.
Well, I bet you he did.
Oh, what'd he say?
Bitch, give me back my
Let's
zoo.
see. So Joe Exotica. Let's see if I got a statement from Joe.
You know he mad. You know he pissed.
He probably be in there telling inmates about, see that bitch Carol Baskin, she thinks she fucking slick. And see, I seen that bitch on my property one fucking time.
Shoot her
Inmates
right
be
in
like,
between
yo,
the eye.
this nigga don't shut up about this bitch.
All right. So a statement from to Joe Exotica. While we again acknowledge it is truly time to pray for justice for George Floyd's family, as well as an end to systematic racism in America, we must address Carol fucking Baskins.
I was about to say, bitch, nigga, you was saying nigga in the video.
Carol Baskins' treachery before it goes unchecked.
Oh, shit. Yo.
Joe Exotic is crazy.
I like a consistent person. I like it.
This nigga was saying nigga. I want to say nigger in the video. They can say nigger, but I can't. What the hell is going on? I'm running for president. Like, nigga, get the hell out of here.
Hey, that nigga got what, 20% of the vote? He almost won that shit.
20% of the
I was
vote.
running for what, governor or something?
Governor, yeah.
Boy, this man is crazy.
Nigga, that shit reminds me of. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that here.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. It reminds me. Yeah. Carol fucking Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Carol fucking
She
Baskin.
can get you whack. One call. Call Carol. You got somebody on you, boy.
All right, man. All right, this week in notable music, man. The only real thing that I was really listening to was the Run the Jewels album, Run the Jewels 4.
Shout out to Killer Mike and the White Guy.
Yes, it is a soundtrack for the times. I don't know when they made this album or started this album, but this picture perfect for the week. So if you out there, Run the Jewels 4. Run the Jewels 4.
I ain't listened to Killer Mike or Run the Jewels in a minute.
If y'all out there protesting in these streets, y'all out there going to a march, y'all need some pregame protest music. Run the Jewels 4 is what you need.
I've been on Jay-Z all week. I listened to 444 earlier this week, and then I ran this morning to American Gangster twice.
I heard that album was good. I never listened to it.
That's my favorite. Well, second favorite Jay-Z album after Black Album. American Gangster is hard.
Great.
Well,
Yeah.
this look like this fire. Right?
Yeah, man.
You don't
But
like
American
that.
Gangster is hard. But I hadn't listened to anything new.
Run the Jewels 4. I haven't listened to
I
anything
heard Stunner and Baby about to drop a joint album.
Stunner?
Stunner,
Yeah.
baby.
Stunner? Who was?
Stunner 4 Vegas and Da Baby.
Oh,
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
You was talking about Cash Money. Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, who?
Stunner 4 Vegas and Da Baby working on. They supposed to be dropping something like real soon.
Oh, that shit gonna be hard.
Yeah, come on. 4 times is.
4 times is hard.
And Nita, when she was on here, said that was like she listened to that way too much when we was going over what we listened to for the year. And I listen to that shit all the time. I probably listen to 4 times like once a week.
4 times is when I like. I gotta go back on my 4 times. I kind of slacked off, man. Moneybag Yo really is heavy, and that little baby. Now I'm on the Little Baby wave, but then now I'm on this Gunna album. Like Wanna is fucking good, but Wanna is not gym music to me. It's like running and riding around music or cleaning up the house music. Like Wanna is a fucking great album, man. He did his thing on that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. So I don't know what I said the first time. Y'all need to go to your Apple Music, go stream that Wanna. That shit flame.
I'll listen to it again. We'll see.
That shit flame. That's all I really had in notable music, man. What y'all looking at on TV?
So, you know, shit. I'm okay with my manhood. So, first I watched this
Queer
show.
Eye, the new season?
But first I watched this show called Alone. So Alone is pretty good if you're on Netflix. So it's a reality show.
Hold up. Did you just start this whole thing with saying you okay with your manhood?
Yeah.
Okay, we know where this is going.
We do know where this is going. So I'm okay with my
manhood.
manhood.
To protect it first. Hold on, guys. I'm okay with my shit.
The first show I watched this week
say.
was Alone. So Alone is a reality show where 10 contestants go into the Arctic and they have to live by themselves and try to survive. And whoever's there the longest wins $500,000. This shit was good as hell, man. I got hooked on that shit. So I watched the whole thing in 2 days.
The Arctic Circle, like up there?
Yeah. They went to the North Pole.
Oh, they tripping.
That's what Sam Witwicky granddaddy was when he found
Sam
Decepticons. Yeah, go ahead.
Sam Witwicky. Oh, you talking about a
Transformers?
movie?
Yeah,
It was an Arctic. All right, go ahead.
but yeah, it was really good, man. Like the guy that won, he killed the moose, and he basically ate on that moose for like 70-something days.
Nigga, the moose is big as shit.
Yeah,
You
so
can
he
get
killed the
something out
moose.
of a moose.
How'd he kill it?
A bow and arrow. Shit was crazy. He shot that shit in the lung with the bow and arrow, but the moose so big it took him 5 hours to die. So he basically was following the moose around. It was struggling to breathe, and then finally fell over. He went and put it out as mystery, and then he had to cut up the moose and take it back to his camp. So he took it back. They said he walked a total of 6 miles, taking that moose meat back to his camp and coming back, cutting off some more and taking it back. I think it was like the moose was like 300 pounds, bro.
Yeah, the motherfuckers.
Them shits is huge. Yeah, probably bigger.
I know them niggas on Naked and
Yeah,
Afraid
so
be wishing for
that's
something
why
like
I think
that.
he won, because a lot of people was eating fish, which he caught a couple fish too, because he said he needed the fat to survive from the fish. So either a lot, like this one lady that came in second, she lived off rabbits and squirrels. She was killing rabbits and squirrels every day. Yeah, and she was making like rabbit stew and shit. She could have won, but she gave up too easily because she was second place. And then the guy that came in third, he probably would have won, but his camp caught on fire. His campfire just went wild one day. His whole tent went up in flames. So he called the people and told them to come get him. But check it out, man. If you ain't got shit to do, it's a pretty good binge watch.
I'm fucking with him.
But then I watched the 5th season of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Is it good?
Yeah, man. You know I love my nigga Karamo, man.
I gotta tap back in. I don't even think I watched. I didn't get to season 4. I didn't get to season 4. I watched the first 3 seasons.
It's pretty good. It's better than the 4th season to me. They in Philadelphia this season, but it's just cool, man.
Everybody the 4th season they was in the South, wasn't they?
They was in Kansas. The 4th season.
Yeah, that's what it was. I did see the 4th season then.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm never gonna watch this.
Oh, you should, man.
You should, but it's good.
It's crazy because it's 5 gay guys, and they basically come in. The original thing was they would come into a straight man's life and try to fix him up to be a better man. But now they do women and they do men. But it's cool because it's like 5 different aspects of life that you really need to work on to be a better person. So you got your fashion, you got your mental shit. You got a guy that comes and coach you on your mental shit. You got somebody to coach you on grooming, a guy that coach you on cooking, and a guy that home renovations and shit like that. So they come in and they hit you with 5 different aspects of life, and then they basically try to make you a better person. It's pretty cool.
It's a makeover show, man.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's pretty dope.
Just because it's 5 gay guys, I would still watch 1 or 2 episodes. I'll send you the episode I want you to watch. And you ain't gonna watch that shit.
Can I just ask a question?
Here you go.
Why gay guys got to be the guy that's fixing a straight guy to be a good person?
It's good TV.
That was a show concept. and for the reason that you're making that face, like
I'm just saying
if 5 straight guys was making a straight guy a better person, you probably be like, oh, I watch it. Well, maybe you wouldn't.
I wouldn't watch it. I'd rather see 5 gay guys
make you a better person.
Yeah,
it's more interesting.
If you see 5 straight guys trying to make a gay guy.
No, I said 5. No, I said 5 straight guys trying to make a straight guy.
Hey, it's a hate crime, man. You need to stop it.
We got 5 straight guys coming in here to fuck with Corey gay ass, and if Corey ain't straight by the end of this week,
that'd be terrible. Then
that's a whole other show.
That'd be terrible. We
got 5 straight men here trying to make Corey gay. Trying to make Corey straight again.
No, they're trying to make him a better person. He just happened to be
a straight man would think that's a part of making you a better person.
Like, the only thing wrong with you in life, you like dick. That's the only thing wrong with you in life. We're gonna fix you up.
Yo, straight men
they're gonna take that nigga straight to the strip club. You know how we are. Like, let's go to the strip club. We're gonna buy you some pussy, bro.
That shit is not gonna make you a better person.
Oh shit!
But you see what I mean, though, right?
No, but I was saying to you, nobody wants to see 5 straight guys make a straight guy a great person.
Like I say, man, I stand with all my brothers in solidarity.
True.
Gay, trans, straight,
shit.
One-legged. I fuck with you.
You say what?
I fuck with you, man.
Yo, fam, this nigga.
What are you watching, James?
Yo.
This nigga said one-legged.
Yo, man. Yo, James, great job, James. What are you watching, man?
What am I watching?
Conspiracy videos.
You know I never know.
Conspiracy videos or anime? Which one?
Neither one.
Damn, I'm wrong this week.
Oh, I did see Dark Apocalypse. That shit was good as hell.
I gotta finish
that Justice League shit.
Oh, yeah. That shit was right?
I gotta finish it.
I haven't been watching TV this week, man. I've just been working.
He always shits on us.
Yeah, man.
This
Really.
nigga's so active.
Yeah, man. I be out here trying to do things. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But nah, I haven't been watching TV like that this week. I tried to watch Old Girl from Insecure. I tried to watch her stand up.
Funny. She's not a comedian.
Yeah,
She is a comedian.
She is?
Yes. Molly?
Yeah, I didn't think she was a comedian.
Yeah. I tried to, but it didn't come up on Fire Stick. So maybe it'll be on there tonight, but it actually came out the 5th.
Oh, I thought it came out last night.
Yeah.
What's today?
Today is the 7th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it came out on the 5th.
Yeah.
So I tried to, but it didn't come up. But outside of that, that's it.
I'm gonna watch that. I want to watch that because I want to see how she did.
Yeah.
I think it's her first. I'm watching Insecure and Homecoming, man. I'm still struggling to get through Homecoming. I think we're getting closer to figuring out what the fuck is going on with these soldiers in Homecoming.
That's the Jussie Smollett shit?
No, that's the shit with Julia Roberts and then Janelle Monáe's in season 2.
Oh yeah, when she stole them kids. Is that one?
No.
What's the one when the lady stole the kids?
Who stole the kids?
God, what's that?
You talking about this shit on Hulu?
Oh, that's
Handmaid's Tale?
That's Little Fires Everywhere.
Oh, I loved yo. Did you finish it?
Nah, I was watching some of it.
I see my brother was watching that shit.
Yeah, Little
that
Fires
shit is
Everywhere.
good, man.
Yeah, I was watching some of it.
But yeah, that and Insecure, and which I won't run for James because he's still trying to get through
I've
it.
seen it all.
Oh, you seen it all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last episode was pretty good.
It definitely was, and we talked about that shit. I knew who he was about to be with.
All right, man. Damn, you got
they
it.
had
You got
sex
it.
don't mean they getting back together.
that was my thing. I said, yo, that was we good now sex.
That was closure sex?
That was closure sex.
She better not do my nigga Lawrence like that.
He don't want it. Like, they don't want each other.
Lawrence still trying to fuck with old girl.
Yeah, he still want Condola.
Yeah, he's
like,
still trying to fuck with
the move.
Condola.
I'm not watching this show no fucking more if Issa and Lawrence don't get together. I'm not watching this show. Why not? They Martin and Gina, bruh. They Dwayne and Whitley.
But they're not good for each other.
Who says who? They took a break, got their life together, had some growth, and now they can come back as a group that makes something better.
I think they work good with each other. I think they complement each other very well.
They're just going through rough times. Sometimes you gotta go through a rough time with somebody, without somebody, so y'all can come back together to be better.
Hey, fam, one thing.
I feel that.
Okay, first of all, one thing, the internet. Fuck all y'all. I didn't even watch the show. And I see all the fucking tweets from women when Lawrence admitted what he did during the relationship. It gave me chills. Hold up.
That's why we love this show.
Now, here comes my bitches. Are you ready? How many I get? 4?
You get 4.
You don't say. We already on society.
I have no. We haven't.
I ain't said the B word today.
I bitch limit, but these niggas don't
I ain't said the B word.
I don't say a bitch.
Why is it when a man cheats and tries to own up to his shit? I don't want to hear that shit. He ain't shit. Ain't never gonna be shit. No remorse. But then then this nigga sits down in the table. He got cheated on, and then was able to make a statement to the girl saying, she says, Lawrence, she didn't want me. He was like, basically it wasn't like that, and he didn't know he had checked out, and he didn't know all these things, and he was admitting all his wrongs. And it was just like, wow, y'all are really like. At the end of the day, this does not negate the fact that this woman cheated on this man. None of this conversation.
Double standard, bro.
I felt like
doesn't
negate that.
Women
were taking that shit, running to the hills with it. Like, yo, if that shit was flipped and Lawrence cheated on Issa, they would have been
no excuses.
That nigga all
it would
over
have been
the
no
internet.
excuses.
Think about this. How many times in other people's relationships have you seen a dude cheat and the girl take him back?
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not saying a man can't do it. What I'm saying is keep the same energy.
Yeah,
Issa's still trash.
Yeah. Nah, don't talk about my baby like that.
I think Issa's a cool chick, man. I think she's pretty cool. I don't call her trash. The only thing that's trash about Issa is her ass.
But I think it's a good way because women don't understand why men cheat. Yeah, a lot of niggas cheat because they just like pussy. But some niggas do cheat because they just not getting something out of you that they want.
Oh.
Listen, let's not flip this to men right now. Why does she cheat?
And that's what I'm saying. I think it's a good way to look at it from a woman's perspective. She's cheating the same way that some guys cheat. It's just because they just not getting something out of this relationship.
That's very true.
I hate both of you.
That's very true.
We just sided.
All right, that's why people cheat.
But more often, women cheat over emotional stuff like that, and men usually cheat because they just love pussy. More often. But there are times when men cheat because they just not getting something from their girl that they want to get, and they just can't get it from her.
All right. But at the end of the day, the internet will flame. The women will flame a guy.
All them bitches single too. Excuse me.
Yes.
All them bitches complaining is single. Yeah. Excuse me.
Go preach, nigga.
Yeah.
Preach.
I want a woman in a relationship to just
that's one
comment on
for
that.
the whole show.
What?
Bitch. That's one. That's two.
But
we were talking about nobody in particular when we said it. We probably talking about bitch ass Trump.
So now you just trying to see you give a nigga an inch and cut him out.
Damn, man.
We trying to be better people here.
All right, I'm sorry, James, man. James is our new PR rep. Thank you.
We gotta respect.
We're gonna home in.
We're giving a bitch limit. You gotta start small and then we can.
He's exceeding this motherfucker.
I ain't hired you yet. Nikki's still my PR person. You're not hired yet.
That nigga fired. That nigga got fired before he got hired.
You gotta respect women.
Where we at with Insecure?
Hopefully,
I want them niggas back together.
Yeah, I want them back together. I read the premise on tonight's episode. I think it's gonna be an Issa and Nathan episode. So
I thought it was over after.
We got 2 more episodes. I think.
We got 2 more.
I think they're doing 10 episodes this season.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, brutally honest. I don't like Molly. I don't like the character.
I love Molly.
I used to like Molly. I'm up and down with Molly.
I used to like her.
I'm up and down with Molly.
But now I don't. She's
going through something.
She's being selfish, man.
What I think is going on with Molly, I think she's at a point in her life where she doesn't think people can grow, and she doesn't think that she should seek out help. And I think she's learning that she can seek out help from people.
On the last episode, she called a therapist.
Yeah, and that
Beach,
was a good sign. That was a good sign.
Yeah.
Because she was mad that Issa was still fucking with Nathan, but, Andrew was just like, they talked it out. Let them worry about that. They done talked it out, and she seems to be at terms with the answer that he gave her.
But
That's
my fault. But see, what's Molly's problem is she feel like all this shit is going on behind her back. She see Issa talking to Nathan. She see Issa talking to
Andrew.
What's my man name?
Don't tell
Lawrence.
me. Oh, yeah.
You remember when she was upstairs? She was like, look at it being messy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
see,
messy.
She don't even know, like, Issa is just moving. You know what I'm saying? Accordingly, she getting this shit done, but she just leaving you out on some shit. And that's her true feeling. She's feeling left out.
Yeah.
She's feeling like, I don't know what's going on with my best friend anymore. And that's
I said
why
that
she
too.
acting like
Yeah.
that.
And I said they needed to talk. Like they needed to. There's things brewing in your friendship, and a lot of times, man, people don't realize your friendship is almost like a relationship. You and your friends
Definitely.
sometimes gotta have a sit down. Y'all gotta communicate and say, hey, man, what's going on? I got this energy off you. Everything good? Like we still vibing? Why we vibing different? But they keep avoiding the conversation. They never had the conversation.
Yeah.
So
I
it
thought-
And that's why they blew up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
boiled
thought they
over.
was gonna have a conversation at the little event. You remember when they was dancing together?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, they.
They
probably
was
about
gonna
to talk.
try. They was
yeah,
gonna try.
They probably about to talk. And then Molly. That's why I say I don't like Molly, because first of all, that's your friend. At the end of the day, regardless of what she been through, if your friend asks you for help, you supposed to do what you need to do as a friend to help your friend. Yeah, you want to leave your relationship and shit different, but at the end of the day, you know this bigger than that shit.
Yeah. Well, that's
know
why
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
she don't believe in growth, because she think Issa's still on that same shit.
But see, that's why they need to have a conversation. But see, this is how God works. The shit still happen anyway without your help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you mad and looking like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you should have did your due diligence as a friend right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that side shit. You know what I'm saying? Are we friends or not?
Yeah.
Period, point blank.
That's
I
very
understand she wanted to hurt Issa right there. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the time for that.
Yeah, basically
That
saying
wasn't
this
the
new
time.
relationship is bigger than our friendship. When she
Exactly.
really could have just
And
asked
she
the
don't even
nigga.
like that nigga.
I think she like
him.
Andrew.
Oh
She
yeah,
don't
you
like
right. Yeah, I
him.
remember how they started off.
She don't like
don't
him.
think she
bro.
like Andrew?
She don't like him.
I think she do now.
She don't like him.
Not like
I
that.
think she wasn't open to Andrew because
She-
he was Asian.
Do not like him. He's something to do.
He's good for her if you ask
He
me.
is something to do. He is,
Perspective.
but bro, he don't keep her in
I
check
agree with you.
at all.
I thought he was.
I think he's
keep
good
him in
for her
check.
because he keep her calm, he keep her collective, he make her see things from another perspective.
One thing
Man,
Andrew
she
did
be
say that
hoeing that
I
dude.
definitely correlate with, like, he told his girl, like, yo, fam, that's they shit. Like, they working that shit out.
Exactly.
Like,
I hate when my
I
bitch
hate-
in another nigga business or another
Like,
person
yo,
business.
He got
Is
some
that
good
none of-
keystones or whatever, but I feel like she just don't like him.
Yeah.
I feel like she don't.
right.
She just don't like him, man. He just.
Yeah.
I mean, he doing good for now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
You know,
is doing
people
good
are
for now.
seasonal.
Well, we'll see, because she
Yeah.
hasn't been tested. Another nigga hasn't popped up for her. She ain't looking for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She going to work and coming to him. That's her life right now. So we'll see. I mean,
But she treating this nigga
Sorry for
like
all
a
the
side
spoilers for
piece.
people that hadn't seen Insecure.
if you haven't
this
seen
season.
Insecure, you're
it's
not
too late
keeping up.
now.
We did a show called Insecure.
Yeah.
We're going to spoil things.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but anyway, it's that.
It's a good show though.
Yeah,
great show.
one of my favorite shows.
All right,
I'm
well.
gonna try to get on there.
Now, if you
You
haven't
should.
watched it, you're caught up.
She take
on
people.
Insecure.
Shit, next time we go out to LA, man, come out
Yeah,
there
come
with us,
to LA
man.
with
The
us,
hom-
man.
Our homie Darius was on there.
Yeah, I heard. I seen
Yeah.
him on there.
Yeah, man.
Darius Logan. You get your little 2-minute set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Hey, shout out to that nigga Darius. That nigga Darius tore that shit up.
He did tear it up.
Yeah, if you get 2 minutes, make the most out your 2 minutes.
Yeah,
You
And he
feel
made
me?
the most out of it.
Yeah.
And his name rang bells in the following episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they was like, who's that first artist that
Yo,
came out?
yeah.
She's like,
Darius
"That's
loves the
Logan."
creative.
Yeah. All right. Shout out East. You know what she doing out here moving. I feel you.
And shout out that nigga's rose vest.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why that nigga had that fucking rose vest.
Yo, that's his swag. Zippers on pants
Yeah.
and vest.
Shout out to Darius, man. When we
Shout
come
out
out to
Darius.
LA, man, we're going to see
Best
you,
to
man.
link back up with
Oh, yeah,
Darius,
that's
man. I want to take us around Inglewood.
Yeah. I
Take
want to
us
go to Lamert Park.
Lamert Park. Take us
Around
around Lamert
Inglewood,
Park.
we're going to have to stick close to this nigga. We in the wood, nigga. They like,
You know what? We
these
wasn't
niggas?
when we went to Roscoe's. We was in Inglewood.
Yeah.
we went to Roscoe's in Inglewood. It's not. It's
Shout
really
out
not
to
that
everybody,
bad.
man.
You
That
think
showed us
you-
love
you think
out
you
there,
think-
man. Shout out to Chardonnay. Shout out to Darius Logan.
Shout out to Don.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to
Like,
Don.
you
Don
wear
showed
that
us
out
all
there?
the love.
What? You know what? It wasn't that vibe, man. Like, to be real, like it wasn't that vibe. I was looking for that. You know, I was looking for the colors. I was looking for the
Yeah.
bandanas, and it wasn't
We
that
went to
vibe.
Long
It was-
Beach. We was partying with Asians in Long Beach and shit. Shit was fun,
Like,
man.
we had a good time. LA is is, man. You gonna love LA,
Bro, you can smoke weed everywhere.
Everywhere.
That shit
like
was,
a
that shit
cigarette.
was weird to me.
It's a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, we was walking around like this little convention, and niggas just outside near a lake just smoking,
like
blazing.
on the lawn eating food.
Police out there. Police out there just sitting.
Police just talking to you while you smoke your blunt. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Have you seen? Yeah, I think such and such.
It's a
like,
beautiful place, man.
Oh man, that's
California
crazy.
is dope, man.
Hopefully we get there later in the year, man. So
We will be
put
back
some
to
money to the
California.
side.
Yeah, put some money aside. We're going back to California, man.
Oh yeah, I want to go.
California is what it is, man.
When y'all going? What's the date?
We don't- I don't
Probably
know.
it'd be like hopefully we might just
Probably
go
in
October
October,
again.
yeah.
October.
Halloween.
All
Halloween.
right.
All right, man. I guess it's time for awards.
Let's do it, man.
What is it?
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
All right, man. James brought this to the podcast today, man. He walked through the door talking about this shit. Real nigga of the week, man. Give
This
it
how
to
you
us.
play chess. Look, my man Russell Wilson.
Get on the mic for him. I
My
want them to
man
hear you.
Russell Wilson. Oh shit, is getting real nigga of the week. And you wanna know why?
Why is
Because
that?
this man took 10,000 and gave it to all Future's baby mamas. So that's that. Hold on. Not just he did it for the college fund. You know what I'm saying? For the college fund of Future's baby mama's kids. And it's at first when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, that's how you play chess, nigga. And I thought he was doing it on ill intent. But when you find out the reason, it's kind of a humbling reason. He said, you know, with his son, those are his brothers and sisters, and he want them to have the same opportunity as his son got. So I can understand that, and I
fuck
can
with
feel
that,
that.
yeah.
I can feel that. But at the end of the day, nigga, that's how you play chess, nigga. That's how you play chess. Put that pressure on that nigga. Make him do something for his kids.
Yeah, now what, nigga? Match that 10,000.
That nigga gonna have to take all his
all the
kids
racks
to
you spend on
Disneyland.
Magic City, nigga. All right, man. Dunce Metal. All right, man. There's a lot of people doing a lot of dunce shit this week, man. But there's one clear dunce to me this week.
Can I take a guess?
Go ahead.
Drew Brees?
Matter of fact, fuck yeah. 2 dunces this week.
Damn, Drew Brees should have got the dunce. He wasn't
This
the
is
dunce?
all cool. No, first of all, I'm going to listen. I see through you. So this not really a dunce, but I want to send a fuck you to the NFL.
Fuck them niggas, bruh. Roger Goodell,
They want to
suck
drop
a
a
dick.
fucking statement, but when Colin Kaepernick just wanted to work and kneel instead of fucking stand for your bullshit ass flag, you wanted to fire that nigga. You already showed us where you stand. Fuck you, all right? And Drew Brees, nigga, I forgot all about Drew Brees, bitch ass. If y'all niggas is catching passes from Drew Brees this year when you playing the Panthers, I'ma fucking light y'all up. Them niggas need to fucking Drew Brees comes out here and shows you why white privilege is white privilege.
Yep.
Instead of acknowledging what's going on in America, he chooses to make the protest and the conversation about George Floyd about the flag and kneeling. No one is talking about that. No one has planned to protest that shit this season. Nowhere near that, Drew Brees. I'm sorry, brother. You sit in a locker room with a bunch of dudes that do not
Black
look like
dudes.
you.
Yeah.
Black dudes. Yeah, I will say it. Black dudes. You sit in the
And you
locker
in
room
a
with a bunch
black-
of black dudes.
A black
And you in
state.
a black-ass city in New Orleans.
Ooh.
With some black-ass poor people who cheer for you, who buy your jerseys, who see you every Sunday, man.
Ooh.
And you choose to be insensitive to their plight. And that's fucked up. And to be honest, if you're on that field come this fall, I don't know what to say. I honestly, if I'm a
disgusting.
player, that's the
disgusting.
biggest stance you could take.
Yeah.
I won't take that field if that's my starting quarterback, because that shows me where you stand. And the apologies are not needed. We done with the apologies, fam. All them apologies for y'all saying nigga and then running back and saying I didn't mean to say nigga. I know that's not what you said. It's over for that. I'm done. I'm done with the apologies. Those apologies are empty. They're PR moves. They're written and they're not heartfelt.
You know what's
So
funny?
fuck that apology.
You know what's funny? One thing that he said was his grandfather fought for this country and his father fought for the country.
Oh, go ahead. Go
And
ahead. I know where you're going.
Yeah, and they stood up for the they wouldn't stand up for this injustice and all that. Well, on the contrary, motherfucker, because my grandfather fought for this country, so did my father, and I don't think they would be so happy as to have their son being killed over injustice, served by a man that feels like he's scared. No, that's not. No, get out of here. Get out of here.
And to piggyback off what you said, man.
Get out of here.
Drew Brees, do your history on this country, man. All y'all, do your history on this country.
Exactly.
Black people fought for this country and still came home to be slaves to massa.
You know what?
So
Whew, I put this on Facebook. I said racism is asymptomatic. People be racist and they don't even know they be racist, yo.
Yes.
Y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't see it because you refuse to see it. You refuse to. You know when you don't want to own up. They got something. It was a study showing like when you don't want to believe something in your mind will clout everything that's telling you that this is wrong or this isn't right. It was a movie like that on Netflix where this guy he went like it was something to where his little girl had failed or something, and he thought that the hospital was like taking their organs and shit. Well, actually
I seen that shit.
Yeah,
but actually in reality, I think he killed him, didn't he?
He killed him. He killed him on some shit because he couldn't believe it. He
that
had
movie
hit
good.
his head.
Yeah.
That movie was good
That
as
movie
shit.
good
That
shit.
should have been the movie minute.
Damn. Yeah, man.
But I can't even remember the title of that shit.
I can't remember the title of shit.
But
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like people, they don't understand. They don't understand that they're being racist or they're not being racist. That's just like a friend of mine, and he is a friend of mine. We got into a heated Facebook debate. It's a white man named James, and he was talking about he was talking about like how burning shit and fucking up buildings and these small businesses ain't a good thing, and how, you know what I'm saying, he said he relays that to people being a drain on America, and he was like it's similar to being a saggy tit. And I'm thinking in my head like this is how they're seeing us. But at the end of the day, when we burn something, when we fuck a building up, oh, now you hear us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We don't protest march for 400 years singing these songs of peace, but when we fuck one building up, oh, now y'all hear us what we saying. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like, hey, y'all talking about, oh, don't do this, don't do this. At the end of the day, it's necessary because it's shining light. It's shining light onto what we are saying. Y'all don't understand us. It was another deep quote that I heard. It was from Martin Luther King. He said, riots are the language of the unheard. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Y'all not hearing us. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to fuck some of your shit up so you can.
And I want to say, man, and before we move to the person of the week, I just want to say, I was talking about the same thing yesterday. And it's always like, they want to take the riots and portray us as thugs. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck how they portray us. Just get the shit done.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck how you see me.
You see shit moving.
You see shit moving.
Exactly.
So get shit done.
Shit moving.
All right, man. Person of the week. Sorry.
All right, person of the week this week is actually a company, man. I was talking to somebody and they were like, you know, why the hell do you always buy Shea Moisture? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I need to double check to make sure that they actually out here doing something good for the black people and do it for the community. So I looked them up and I found out that Shea Moisture has donated over $6.1 million into a community commerce program. And what this program does, let's say your daughter want to do hair and she want to start her own salon. Mm-hmm. She can go to Shea Moisture, write them a letter, basically saying she want to start a business and this is her plan. They will basically fund everything for her to get her beauty salon open, fill it up with Shea Moisture products, help her get started on that. So every time you buy Shea Moisture, just know that some of that money is going towards a good cause. They were recently bought by a company named Unilever, but Unilever is keeping everything together, and they're still doing this community outreach program with Shea Moisture and helping young girls that don't want to go to college, you know, go to beauty school, things like that. They're paying for that and funding that.
Okay.
That's hard.
That's tough.
That's hard.
Shout out to Shea Moisture. Every time I wash my hair, I'm going to think about y'all.
I wash my hair with it. I do my beard with it. It's my lotion now. You sold me on the lotion.
Yeah, that's my favorite lotion. Straight up.
All right, man. Without any further ado, man, we're going to get into this movie minute this week, brought to you by Jukebox Johnny. Shit. I'm going to get it right. Nah. I could make like a keyboard here.
A little chart.
It didn't neighborhood. But
up?
It changed.
So this week for the movie minute, we're going to do something a little different. Netflix came under fire this week because they dropped the top 10 movies you should watch to learn about African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So The Help was at the top of that list. I watched The Help this week too. I fell along with it anyways. But a lot of people saying that The Help wasn't a good representation of the black struggle. So this week I want each one of us to recommend a black movie to our friends and listeners, and then we'll move on from there.
Shit, all of them fucked up if you ask me.
My movie was Fruitvale Station. It's a story about Oscar Grant, a man that was killed by police in Oakland. Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's my bae. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan.
Ain't mad uncomfortable.
It's a film about Oscar Grant, who was killed by police officers in Oakland. It was filmed, one of the first things that was filmed by a cell phone of police brutality. And I think y'all should go watch Fruitvale Station if you want to learn something about what's going on in the world right now. Anybody else have a suggestion?
Like I told you before the show, my suggestion is The Banker. I like black movies that show us dealing with what we normally deal with, but also not only show white people, but they show black people that even though we deal with roadblocks, we will overcome whatever you throw at us. So The Banker is a great fucking movie. If y'all go watch The Banker, it's got what's his name? Fucking the Falcon. Mackie.
Anthony Mackie and Samuel Jackson, right?
Anthony Mackie and Samuel Jackson killed that shit. Listen, that shit will not only open some niggas' eyes to how shit is out here when it come to real estate and shit like that, but it also might motivate you get off your ass and go get some money, man. Fuck these crackers. They made a way. They made a way. I love that movie.
All right, James. So you got one white friend.
Oh, shit.
And that's a racist.
He actually does.
You got to suggest a movie to them to change their racist ways. What you suggesting?
I'm suggesting
Boys in the Hood.
No, I'm suggesting all the movies where we whooping your ass.
The
Django, Birth of the Nation, yo, all of them. I want you to think twice next time you think about doing some bullshit.
Hey, shout out to Birth of a Nation. That shit was real.
That shit was good.
Go check them shits out,
and fuck the person who brought up the Me Too shit to fucking slow down the traction on that movie.
They fucked my man up in that movie.
That's kind of like what I was talking about at the head of the show. Like, we don't let little shit like that divide us. Like, no, go support that movie.
That movie only did $15 million, man. That movie should have did.
And it was all because 50, of that Me Too
60.
shit.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to support him because he was a rapist.
So and they didn't even follow it afterwards. It's just they said it. They made that happen. Nobody supported it, and then it went away. They didn't fucking really dig into it too deep. But yeah, Birth of a Nation, most definitely, definitely, man.
Go check them out, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
And then you come call me in the morning and tell me what you thought of that.
Man, nigga, I'm scared. I'm scared of you, bro. This what you be thinking about? I fuck with. Hey, no. Hey, chill, bro. That's my nigga James, man. He might do crazy. Hey, listen, man.
You done fucked up already, man.
Hey, listen, man. That was episode 109, man. That was episode 109, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, man. Go ahead, write us, man. kickinshitpod@gmail.com. Hit us up at kickinshitpod. If you watch this on the YouTube, you'll be able to see everybody's handle. So if you want to follow somebody on Instagram, make sure you tuning in on YouTube right now. You should see those handles popping up. Go ahead, plug them into your phone and follow us there. Follow the show on Instagram and Twitter at kickinshitpod. We want to talk to y'all, so talk to us and we talk back. And everybody that gave us feedback on that last episode, thank you very much. We're glad you appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy this week's episode. Listen, it's been a tumultuous 2 weeks.
Tumultuous.
Is that a good word? I don't know. I met a girl and she used it. And
tumultuous.
I might have to. Can you Google that one?
I have no idea what tumultuous.
It's been a fucking trying 2 weeks. Be simple. Okay. I'm always trying to do some extra shit. It's been a trying 2 weeks, man. I want this week to be a little bit more positive, man. Listen, I see the riots. I see the protests. I see things moving in a good direction, man, and it's beautiful. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the love going. Love your brother like they're your own. Unlearn and relearn, niggas. Yeah, I'm talking to black folks. Unlearn and relearn. Once you start loving yourself, you will start loving everybody that looks like you. All right? And it's time for us to stop being afraid of us. All right? And start loving us and embracing us. Support black women. Support black people. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Dad, are you on the radio?
Love y'all niggas.